I don't know if we're gonna have some people, but we're gonna see. We gonna see.
Um, I can pull up this slideshow and we can go off of that.
Uh-oh. Zimmy in the building. Not our baddies in the Love Island chat. That's what's up. 4 people in here so far. Thumbs up the video. Drop your comments in the chat. We're gonna be here for a good time, not a long time. Only for an hour, because Big Brother's coming on too. But we just gonna talk about the show. Y'all drop y'all's comments in. What's up, Princess Nay? You actually ain't first. Zimmy beat you. Well, you might be first on my page, I guess. But or movie based page. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, everybody here. 15 people in here.
I
What's
hear
up,
you.
TG?
Let me
Yeah, drop in the chat, y'all. Drop your comments in the chat. What y'all want to
like
talk
the
about? We only here
video.
for an hour. Like the
Like the video.
videos.
Drop in the chat.
Do
Oh, I
all of
gotta turn
that.
my monetization on. Hold on.
Because we about to tap into this in a second. Yep. All right. While everybody trickles on in, we're gonna get that on the stage. Bow bow. I wonder if that's gonna work though. You know when you show it does like the what does it say? They call it like ad sustainability or some shit. I forget what they call it. Did you catch when
It
Cassie
did that
asked
on
Taylor
yours.
when we do the lives where we show videos? I think it does that. Like I
It
get a little bit, but they don't fully do it all the way. But
I don't get that on mine. I don't get that on mine. I on my first Love Island I did, so like I could skip those slides just in case, but like
no, you good though. You good
um
though. You good though. You good though. You good. You good.
cuz on my
But
other
what's
ones I
up,
didn't, but on that
Nisha?
first one I did. I don't know why. It could be because of
Did
this
you
slide
catch
right
when
here,
Cassie
honestly.
asked Taylor, did she smash Aaron? I did. And wait, did she ask when she asked Kayla? Did she? Yeah, because when she was pretty much telling her like how she did the same thing last season. So I like that she told her that. She kind of lightly told her not to go there with him until after the show. Basically, I feel like she was basically doing that to kind of like tell her without
Yeah,
telling her that you need
he
to
might
wait
not
until
be the
after the show
one.
before you give it to him. Yeah, which I wish she would have. I wish she would have told her everything that he's done. What's up? I do not want to put your name, but you always in the chat. You always rocking with us. Thank you
It
for
could be that
jumping
first
in.
slide, honestly.
And I don't want to put your name either. I'm gonna guess it though. Is it Edil? Tell me how to pronounce it. Is there an episode today? No, that's why we on here right now. But Big Brother is coming on in an hour, really. So we're gonna try and get through this quick, but not too quick. I thought Kayla was smashing in the shower. I do remember them in the shower. When was that? It was like a couple episodes ago, or maybe it was the episode
They
before last.
always Kayla and Aaron always in the shower together, which to me that's already a step that I wouldn't be doing.
Answer this question:
I don't know. Do you
do you
feel
feel
Janae and
Janae and
Kenny
Kenny will
will?
last outside the villa?
Y'all know I am Team Janae and Kenny. Well, y'all don't know. Hey y'all, I'm Movie Bay. If y'all are new to me from Grant Channel, I am Team Kenny and Janae. I feel like that they will last outside of the villa, or at least put forth a fighting effort. Who I don't believe will last outside of the villa is y'all favorite couple.
It don't matter to me. It really don't matter to me. I and then the thing is though, I said it too. Like I feel like between the two of them, even if they don't, Serena and Cordell, even if they don't pursue a relationship or continue a relationship outside of the show, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like out of everybody that is coupled up, they've built the strongest connection as people. You could tell they love each other as people first, which is why I feel like them locking in when they did, it made it easier because out of every single couple that's been there, they've laid down the foundation the way you should in a healthy relationship. They got to know each other as people. They became best friends first. Serena didn't really care for him like that on a romantic level at first, but she built that up. Regardless if you believe it or not, I'm taking it for her because I know how I am. Me, I like to build, like when it comes to people in general, if I don't get a good read off of you off rip, I give you a 2 week trial period. when I say that, I don't really say too much. I don't really open up that much until I know if I can really trust you like that. So I understand with the slow burn situation. I see where she's going from with that. But you could tell Cordell really, really likes her. I starting to see that she started to really like him after Casa Moore. Because whenever he left before, whenever she was pretty much telling him like I like you, laying it down, I was a little skeptical because that was strict. That was literally straight after the whole twisting situation, and I was not on her side in that situation, but I was skeptical. But after the fact, seeing their emotions, seeing how passionate and mad they were about how certain things were going down, it made me realize that she do like them. Y'all might not agree, but I do. What's up, Maya? Let's get to the next question now.
Do you think you could put all the things Daniela and Aaron did aside, like Kayla did? Because when Daniela and Rob was finna get dumped, Kayla hugged her, and I would have been petty. I would have put it aside because I would have put it aside. Like, I wouldn't have had no beef with Daniela because she's new. She don't owe you no loyalty. If anything, Aaron owed her some sort of loyalty or some sort of respect. But I mean, you can't say Daniela didn't know because she was watching the show prior to getting on there. I don't know. I wouldn't have been really mad, and it could have been like a yay, get the heck out of here hug, you know.
I can see that too, but then again, like sitting here thinking about how Daniela was purposely withholding information from Kayla and then smiling in her face, I personally wouldn't have respected that. I don't think I would have hugged her goodbye, but I'd have been like, I don't wish you no ill will. I don't wish nobody any ill will. But yeah, I'd probably be indifferent.
So Rachel, going off of that same energy, how do you feel about when Serena and Daya were holding hands before that elimination and how close they became? Now, honestly, to me, I was like, okay, I love to see y'all coming together, but I don't know about becoming Cookie Crunch girlfriends like that.
Wait, what? Say it again. I was reading the comments.
Rachel was asked like if Kayla and Daniela, like, was it weird that they hugged when they left? Like, should Kayla have held that against Daniela? So I was thinking, well, should Serena have held that against Daya because they also became cool in the villa?
Daya, but the difference between Daya and Daniela is Daya knew what she was doing. Daniela knew what she was doing too, but Daya was so shiesty with what she was doing. Serena, she didn't even have that type of animosity towards Daya. Like, Serena from the beginning was strictly at Cordell from beginning to end. Like, every time Daya pulled Serena to talk, Serena was listening to her. Serena was talking to her. Serena was nice to her when she could have easily been petty. As we heard last night, she is petty. She could have easily been petty with her, and she wasn't.
She was petty with Daya. She was petty towards Daya because like when they first came out holding hands, like, I mean, y'all might have thought or felt like that energy was towards Cordell, but it was definitely towards both of them when they was humping in the bed, dry humping. Like, that was a dig at both of them. When they was at the vanity, she was making comments and stuff. Like, she was throwing slight little jabs at Daya for sure.
I disagree. That always directed at Cordell. Like, her saying you was throwing that thing. Everything she was saying was directed at Cordell. She never once. She might have called her a hoe or a bitch, but who don't call people hoes and bitches? Like,
Grant.
That's literally she wasn't disrespecting Daya. We gonna disagree on that for sure. Because I don't agree with that at all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Because if anybody was being the most disrespectful in the house, it was Daya. Out of the three of them, she was the one that was literally trying to play in Serena's face. Every time she pulled Serena to chat, those little conversations that she was having was to throw it in her face. She liked to like lightly rap it and things. You don't agree with that?
I don't think so. I think she was just telling her what it is, because if Cordell is telling me he wants to still work on things, but he telling you that you his number one choice, this is exactly why the girls need to talk to each other, because the boys gonna say whatever it is. I thought that was just being open and transparent.
She had if you can't see the motives behind that, the way she's smiling every time she's saying stuff that she knows would be a dig. She knew she was trying. She was trying her best she was trying her best to reel Serena in to get Serena even more mad at Cordell in hopes that Cordell would forget about Serena after Serena lays into him and come running back to her. That's what Daya was doing. Daya had a plan. It was so transparent.
Now I agree with this. What Jordan said, like at the end when she knew she was about to that he wasn't gonna choose her. It's like, okay, well, we might as well become friends at this point. I agree with that. Maybe that's why they became holding hands and all type of stuff. Because I was like, holding hands.
Hey, look, Ashley said it. I saw in an interview with Daya that she said Serena was really nice to her and they talked a lot. Serena, I didn't see nothing.
Because in the villa, Daya said that she was tired of Serena side comments. So that's what I only go out what I saw on TV.
The minute she got in there, like how you gonna sit here and say you mad at somebody's side comments when you came in as a side piece? Why would Serena not be upset?
Regardless of how she felt. Well, all the girls was.
Why would she not be upset?
All the villa girls were treating the Casa girls really mean initially until Kayla. Kayla was actually the first one who said, I want to go break the ice. I don't want to be mean to them.
The Casa Amor girls came in there on some stupid rah-rah energy. Like you can't expect the girls. You can't expect the girl. They was the one sitting there talking shit the whole time. The girls was not talking. The only one that said something slick was Leah when she said, when the girls that didn't get picked came walking in saying that they was prettier than them, they chose the wrong ones. Leah was the only one that said anything about them girls that would have been considered mean. The ones that was talking shit the whole time was the Casa Amor girls. After they all finished the recoupling, who was the one sitting there calling people mean? They're not going to be coming up to you hugging you when you literally came in with their dudes. After they've spent and built 3 weeks of relationship with these dudes, why would they be happy? Why would they welcome you in?
I mean, I agree with that part. Like, I don't think that I don't think that the Casa girls should have expected them to be nice. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's because I already didn't like Leah. And so I was already just like, girl, shut up. Like, anything she says just gets on my nerves. Like, I didn't expect them to be nice, but I also didn't expect them to be petty for so long.
Why would you not expect that?
At the end of the day, like, we all trying to find love. At the end of the day, like, yeah, you can be upset.
But why would you?
You should be mad at your dude more than you mad at me.
They were, though. They weren't mad at the girl. Well, the only one that might have been mad at a girl would have been Kayla. Because when you sit and think about it, Kendall came back for Nicole, so they came back together. Kenny came back with Catherine. Janae was upset with Kenny because she thought Kenny was bringing her back with the intent for her to pine after Kenny. So that's when she told him, "It's done. Go be with your girl."
That's who I thought. That's who I thought came in the whole time with a motive. That's who I thought really came in with a motive, because it was like I didn't see Kenny and her like interact hardly at all in Casa Amor, and she was begging for her kids. Then he finally brought her back. That was that cat. Yeah, I was like, And Lucky kind of didn't yell her because I feel like she was trying to just get into the house. That's why I was like, I'm all on Aaron. Yeah. Oh, dang, he ain't gonna bring me. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Rob. Like they said, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she was trying to get in there too. I felt bad for Daniela when she went home though. Because I feel like she really was embarrassed by that tweet comment, like thinking about like being passed around for real.
The only time I felt bad for Daniela was when she said in her confessional, I don't know if it was the night before the last episode, when she said that she felt like, what did she say? She felt like she wasn't enough for people. That made me feel bad for her. But then when she acts the way she acts, it's like, do I really feel bad for you? Because you're too busy sliding on people that you know are not available. Like when she went in that challenge, in the heart rate challenge, where she kissing on Cordell, who she knows is closed off. I understand you're trying to win a game, but going that level when you know they've closed off, that's side chick shit. That's why nobody wants to fully commit to you, because you move like a side chick.
Mm-hmm.
Like have some boundaries and have some respect for people. Mm-hmm. But
so I'm new to Love Island, y'all. I'm new to Love Island. So I guess my perspective is like the whole process is like a talking stage process, a dating stage, getting to know you stage process. And then I just learned this term closed off. So in my opinion, Like I said, I'm new to this world. In my opinion, closed off means we ain't talking to nobody else. We ain't kissing nobody else. That's closed off. So nobody was closed off up until the last couple of episodes after Casa Amor. Nobody was closed off before Casa Amor. So
yeah,
why are we mad? Why are we mad again? Like I thought that was the whole point of this experiment.
But you're not. But you gonna sit here and tell me after you spent 3 weeks with a dude, building with a dude for 3 weeks, and they surprisingly go to Casa Amor. Keep in mind too, they didn't know that the boys was gone until Ariana came in there, so it wasn't anything that was planned per se. But when you build a connection with somebody, you're liking that person, and then you see them come back with another girl, knowing that they had the choice to either come back solo or come back with another girl, why would you not feel some type of way about that? And if you didn't feel some type of way about that, you don't care about him. No, which is why with Aaron, the way he moves around that villa when it comes to Kaylor knowing how he did and was moving in Casa Amor, the way that he moves lets you know he don't care about Kaylor. He don't like Kaylor, because if he did, he would grovel like Cordell did. Cordell went over there. I still say I don't feel like he was wrong for exploring over there and doing what he was doing. But if you claim that you are here for one person, you really like this person, and you want to be with this person, you shouldn't be out there kissing on other girls. So, but when he came back and took accountability for the way that he made Serena feel, because he actually really liked Serena, and how he literally left Daya where she was the whole time and continues to grovel with Serena and let her know and show her that he actually wants her and he's sorry for what he did that made her feel the way he did, that proves to you that he actually cares. And that's why they connected back. She let him actually work for that, unlike Kaylor. But I just went in a whole little circle. But long story short, if you really care about somebody, you're going to be upset about it. So
feelings are valid.
Upset about it, you don't care.
Right. I agree with that. Like you at that spin, especially spending every day with somebody for 3 weeks, you gonna have feelings for somebody, and your feelings are gonna get hurt if you even see them spending their time or connecting with somebody else. Feelings are feelings. Feelings are valid. That's gonna happen. But at the same time, I'm like, during this experiment, how mad can you really be? If anything, it should just be like a learning lesson, like you said with Kaylor and Aaron, especially with Kaylor and Aaron, because they long distance. Like you gonna see how he gonna move. That's opportunity to learn. Okay, this is how you might move when I'm not around, type thing. Like this is what might happen when there's temptation. When there's a Latina, a pretty Latina around, Aaron gonna jump ship every time. Aaron is gonna, anytime he can speak Spanish, he is gonna jump ship every time.
I think,
and I wasn't mad at Cordell at all. Like, but that's like I told you. Like I actually like the fact that I like when. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me say this before I move on. Somebody in the comments said it was Naya, I think, N-I-Y-A. She said they expected them to be loyal, just like how the girls were loyal to them. And Naya, from like after the first pairing, I was like, these girls are way too faithful to these boys, because these boys they out here doing their thing. They talking to everybody. They, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Because when you on this show, that's the whole experiment from my perspective. Like I said, this is my first season. The girls have always been loyal to these boys. And that's why they have these eggs on their faces.
Now I'm going to challenge you, though, what you just said. So why is the way Serena moves at the beginning such an issue? Because a lot of the people that don't like Serena don't like the fact that she didn't fully commit to Cordell the way he did her. So if that's the case and you're supposed to fully experience it, she was waiting to see if there was somebody else out here that she could possibly build a connection with. And she realized at the end of the day, Cordell is probably the best option for her, because he kind of checks off because
nobody else wants her. Exactly. Nobody else wants her.
Regardless, but still, that's the purpose of you being there. So,
right.
I feel like she went about it the right way. She went about it the way that you should go about it outside in the real world. You don't give everybody your cookies a minute. That's why I said with Daya, that's why I lost respect for her, because she came in with a mission. She wanted to throw it on Cordell the minute she got it, which is exactly why women like her, men don't typically want to wife up, call their girlfriend, because guess what? You gave me everything I wanted the first time I met you. I want, and I'm speaking for me personally, the woman that I would actually want is the one that actually makes me put in the work to get her, and makes me put in the work to get what you offer outside of your clothing or underneath your clothing. So that's something that you would take into account when it comes to a long-term relationship. They is somebody that you're just trying to get your nut off on. Let's just keep it real.
No, like
And Cordell got it.
I definitely applaud Serena for taking it slow, especially on TV. Because, I mean, I don't know if that's how she is in her real life, but like, especially on TV, like, I'm not just about to start kissing you, especially on this show. Kissing is so like, it's so annoying to me. It's so annoying to me. It's like, I'm not about to kiss everybody. No, we're not playing this game. I'm not playing this game. Don't put your tongue in my mouth. No. Exactly. But with how Serena played the game, my issue with Serena and how she played the game is how she was trailing him along and giving him false hope. That was my issue with Serena, because it's like your actions not matching your words or your words to him. Like at first, like, okay, we're gonna try it. He not my type. Drag him along. You know what? Okay, friend zone. Then somebody else come in. They don't like you. Okay, actually, he's giving me my space, so I think I want to talk to him again. Then y'all start getting close again. Now it's time for more bombshells to come. Actually, I think I'm gonna twist. It's like, what? Like, cause stop. If that's the case, like, stop dragging him along. But somebody in the comments said, I know it's
no, I want to
baby girl with the name pronunciation. They honestly didn't give the black people many options on this show.
Yeah, but let me back off of because that's what you just said is exactly how I was feeling leading up to Casa Amor. And I feel like that's how a lot of us were. Like, we didn't like it. Like, if you watch my recap when she did twist, the one where I put damn Serena, I was like, damn, my heart broke for him whenever she was over there by the side and he's sitting there looking like, damn, like he just did it to me again. So yeah, I hated that. In that moment, I was not rocking with Serena. And I went back and forth with the both of them. And a lot of people in my comments went back and forth with me talking about something like, a lot of people was more 50-50 in terms of like team Serena, team Cordell. And I said, like, I'm not team anybody. If anything, at this point, I'm team both of them because I want both of them to find something. It's like, you can clearly see, and I said it in I think I said it in my first recap, that the two of them, whenever I could tell like she was possibly not really feeling him because of the questionings that she was asking with the podcast stuff and the Cheez-It sponsorship, you could tell like she was like, okay, that's not what I want to hear.
Oh, bro,
I was like, I hope they can stay together. I was like, I hope they stay together to at least be here long enough to hopefully get another option if that's what they choose. But with Serena, like I said, Casa Amor made everything make sense for me when it came to her. I was seeing it the way you were until Casa Amor. When she started crying after she told him how she was starting to feel about him, I could understand it because, like, when it comes to her being a slow burn, she didn't give him everything that he essentially wanted. And to us, or most people, it looks like he deserves it. But truth be told, if she doesn't feel like giving it to him, he doesn't deserve it.
But like, no, it's like it's really just like reciprocating that energy. I don't even think it was really just physical touch. It was really just reciprocating that energy that I like you and I am interested in you. She never gave that back because she was quick to twist anytime a new bombshell was about to come in. That's the issue with me, because like, just like what I think Kendall and Nicole, I think it was Kendall and Nicole, like they were still saying like we're going to stay paired up, but we can still be open to get to know people. And then if I like a lot of people did, like how the rules were at first, like we're gonna stay partnered up and then still get to know each other people. If we find out our connections with other people are stronger, then I'm gonna let you know I might recouple. You know what I'm saying? That to me is how I thought it was supposed to be. But Serena was really trying to get out of that pairing.
She was.
Before it's even time to recouple. It's like, that's what, and I feel like that's what Cordell wanted to do. Like, let's just say coupled up, and if other people come in, then we can go on dates and see if it is, and if it's not, let's stay coupled up.
Yeah, but then again, you could tell, like I said, the night before Casa Amor happened, it was terrible for Serena because that's when she finally opened up to him. That's when she finally like let him in. Because as we later found out,
I can see that.
Because we later found out that night they got physical. Who knows what that was?
Physical.
When they was in the bed, whatever. She broke that guard down, and then for her to
they were probably dry
back with another girl, probably whatever it was. She let that guard down. She opened herself up to him. And for him to come back and then her getting the clips of him at the clip that came out though, because when it came out, when we watched it and when I watched it before we actually saw the actual episode where he wasn't actually fucking her, it looked like he was fucking her. Like I was thinking, like, damn, he really is out here doing this.
I
That's
don't think it
crazy to
even.
me. In my mind, I was like, he's literally doing that after 2 days of being with this girl, which is why I saw why Serena acted the way she did, and I felt like she was validated in acting that way. Because if she did get physical with him, and then 2 days later you in there doing that, why would she not be upset? And that's why a lot of people was tripping me out whenever they was flipping out, saying that she was doing too much. Why would she not be upset about
that? I don't see, and here is where I start feeling for Serena, because I see a lot of myself, my younger self especially, in Serena.
That's your Texas sister too.
I know. That's why, like I told you when I first came in the show, I was already on her side before I even seen anything. But then it was like, sis, you making it hard. So it's like, I understand, because I'm also a slow burn. Like I'm really closed off. I chalk it up to a zodiac. I'm a Scorpio. Very, very mysterious, very closed off. I'm not gonna let everybody in for real. And then the moment you do let somebody in, they embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, in my personal opinion, I really feel like it was a mixture. Like Cordell said, like he felt like it was her ego, like the fact that she was embarrassed, and she feels embarrassed, because honestly, that's what she kept saying. But I also understand where she's coming from with, I just opened up to you the day before and you didn't even move in a respectable manner. Now let's talk about that respectable manner. I believe Serena said she had a Scorpio moon. So it's like, I want to understand. She is a Virgo. Yeah, that's right. I understand her anger and her emotions. I can't tell you that 22, how old is she? 24-year-old movie babe wouldn't have moved the same. I'm not even gonna hold you. But also as 30-year-old movie babe, hindsight looking at it, it's like, sis, that's where love languages really come into play, though, because he's catering to you and your needs, but you're not catering to him and his. And it's a two-way street, and it goes both ways. So the fact that when he did go over to Casa Amor, he found somebody who was catering to his love language. So it's like, and then Serena got a redeeming quality for me. I don't know what episode it was, but after all the girls left from Casa Amor, because they didn't partner with none of them.
She took accountability. Yes. She could have been more vocal with her actions and pretty much expressing how she really felt.
Exactly. And that's what made me like, okay, girl. Good job. And that's because you got to think about that too.
Yeah. And that's what we all were saying too. We all agreed in that sense that she definitely could have either said more or did more to at least make Cordell feel secure enough to come back and know that she would still be standing there waiting on him, which I agreed. And I said, that's the thing. Both of them had things that they did that I don't feel like was respectable. Him going over there doing that, her twisting as much and kind of not giving him a clear, concise answer as to where she's really feeling. So they both did. But also, like I said, what made it sell on me, because when they came back from Casa Amor and she was giving it to him at the recoupling, I was like, go, Serena, go. And the thing is, too, with Cordell, this is why I'm so proud of him as a Black man on this show. He's not rude. He's not big-headish. He's just purely himself. You can tell he's a good dude. And anytime they came at him, he kept it respectful. He could have easily piped back. He could have gotten loud. When she was berating him that whole time, when they was at the Casa Amor, all the girls was laughing whenever she was literally going in on him. He just sat there and took it like a G. And then whenever he finished, he realized she was hurt. He realized why she was hurt.
Right.
But she also wasn't talking to him at that one point. So he really wanted to hear it from her. Everybody else was telling him what was going on, but he wanted to hear it from her. And whenever she finally, when she was in that blue dress, strutting around the house, that was the episode. That was the episode that brought everybody. That's why them numbers are hot right now. Because that episode, I feel like, is what brought everybody to Love Island. But that little scene that they had, which is why I feel like they do genuinely have love for each other, and might possibly be. And look, because you don't get that passionate and that upset if you don't really care about somebody. Yes, you can do that if you feel like you're embarrassed, but you could tell that hurt from Serena was because she actually had developed feelings for him. And then when she did, she felt stupid too because of what happened.
Just a little too late.
But then again, with Cordell, where I was so proud of him too is you could
He took
tell that he
ownership
really
too.
wants her. He took
Oh.
ownership. He asked her, like, no, he did. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm sorry for the way that I made you feel. I'm sorry that I did that to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she was not wanting to hear it. She kept walking off. He did what a man is supposed to do. If you really want your woman, you follow after her and keep letting her know that you are sorry. I want you to know that I am sorry. Even if you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear it, I'm going to keep telling you until it finally clicks that I am sorry. He was giving her the actions that she needed,
Mm-hmm.
which then allowed her to see, okay, he is serious. Because she thought he was playing games. She was like, see, I thought it was too good to be true. I knew you was out here full of shit. The more he kept telling her, the more he kept repeating what he did wrong and continuing to pursue it, it made her realize that he is being true. And at this point, she could then say, okay, yes, I was upset. I could have done this better as well. So now we can move forward. And I was proud of him too whenever they were sitting down and he was talking about the compromise stuff. He was like, Serena, we got to learn how to compromise if we're going to get this, if this is going to work on the outside world. I was proud of him because at the beginning of this season, he couldn't have a cohesive conversation. And for him to be
He
saying certain
definitely
things,
grown for sure.
I was so proud of him.
What are your long-term goals? What do you mean? What?
Right. She said your
Hindsight, he
goals
could have
long
been
term.
thinking about like maybe in a relationship or career-wise. Hindsight, maybe that's why he was confused.
And I think he was nervous. Sitting here thinking about it now, I think he was low-key nervous and probably didn't know what to say because you could tell from day one how smitten he was with Serena. And it's just good to see. It's good to see.
She was always his number one, always, and he was always her number two. Honestly, I got a question for y'all. Ooh, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, movie way we might end up going over because I like having this conversation. Big brother can wait.
I have a conversation for y'all. Do y'all think? I got two questions. If Cordell did not come back with a girl, if he stayed faithful in Casa, did not come back with a girl, do y'all think Serena would still be feeling him?
I do. I think it would have solidified it for her. Because take into account what happened before he went to Casa more. If she didn't open up to him and was still the same Serena that was before that moment, she might not have. But considering that, I think so. Look, yes. I believe so, bae. And if y'all have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to Movie Bay. If y'all are one of my new 1,200 subscribers that came through, I love y'all so much.
Okay,
go get her up there as well. And yeah, they turned up for me. Everybody says yes. One said no. Let's hear it. Hold on, where it goes.
She needed to feel like she wasn't the one.
No,
because from the beginning she been on that toxic ish, so I could see that. Because when he poured all into her, she didn't like that. That's too much for me.
And I feel like she was running from it because you remember what she said too. The reason why she's so guarded is because she's used to those relationships where she gives everything and then she ends up getting cheated on.
Girl, then why are you on this damn show? Stop it. You can't. Those type of people, those slow burn people cannot be on this type of show.
That is true.
I got baggage, heartbroken, triggering type people. Y'all cannot be on these type of shows.
That is true, but I said the same thing because this is the type of show where you can't be moving slow. But and I feel like that's why.
Before seeing the video.
But listen, I feel like this is why they're the favorites, if you want to keep it real, because she did not lose herself throughout this experience. She stayed true to Serena from day one to day where we at, day 30 something. And Cordell did as well. Like they are the two that I feel like Janae's been herself too, but I feel like as a couple, I feel like those two have been themselves the most and have grown the most. I feel like when you look at how they started the season to where they currently are, I feel like they've had the most growth as people and as a couple, if you want to keep it real. And then it's special too for people like me and you, where we see black love. You see a black man on TV that is literally pouring his love into this dark-skinned black woman. Mm-hmm. You don't normally see that on TV. Mm-hmm. It happens in real life. It just does not get represented on TV, which is why it's so special to see it. That's why it's special for me, because I just love seeing it, because we see it all the time where which I don't have an issue with it, but it's just you see a lot in this day and age where people like me, I ain't the one though, but brothers going out here and just not looking at their sisters, the black women. They want to choose everybody but that. And it's special to see that it still is being showcased on TV.
Especially with Cordell knowing who his brother is. I definitely didn't think that he was gonna be into the black girls. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because Odell don't be going for the sisters. Now that we're talking about journeys, let's talk about your favorite girl, Leah.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Because I feel like you might not agree, but I do. I feel like she's had a journey of growth. It took her a longer time, but I feel like she's at the point where she's now starting to look inside of where she might have flaws. Even though I don't agree with her apologizing to Rob, because Rob ain't no better than she is. But her taking accountability, like whenever the movie night happened and she saw that Rob was affected, and I'm putting that in quotation marks because I don't feel like he was genuinely affected by her calling him a bitch. But the way that he showed her that he was affected by it, you could tell from that point forward, she started to look at how she was moving. Because she was quick to cut somebody out, tell somebody to shut the fuck up anytime that they would clock her on some shit. And from that point forward, Leah has not mouthed up like somebody. She might have made screw faces like she did in the challenge last night, but she ain't snapping somebody like she normally would. You could tell she's starting to appreciate the love that she's getting, as she said. But I feel like Leah's grown. I feel like she's grown a lot.
Yeah, grown on my nerves.
Shut up.
I cannot stand her and her freaking permanent frown lines. I cannot stand that girl. I cannot stand that girl. I cannot stand that girl. I haven't had a distaste for somebody on TV in so long. She's just so like, she always got something to say, very much so something to say. And it's like, girl, shut up. She a whiny crybaby, and she always talking about somebody else whining and crying. It's like, girl, what?
Okay, if she a whiny crybaby, then what the fuck is Kayla?
Well, Kayla got cheated on, so that's why she was whiny and crying Kayla for the past 5-6 episodes.
She's been crying since day one. Kayla wakes up crying. You saw how she woke up crying yesterday about being in the bottom 3. Kayla is the most annoying
because she's like, well, is America seeing something I'm not seeing? Yes, we are, boo. Like, that's why. All of that stemmed from Casa Amor. Ever since Casa Amor, that girl has been crying. And of course, it's been like 12 episodes for us. I mean, not 12 episodes.
She's been crying. Yeah. She's been crying before Casa Amor. But let me tell you, this is why
she didn't have no reason to. They were in love. That's why they were my favorite couple.
See, now that's where I'm like, what is going on in your brain? You have that traitors Aaron in your brain. Because Aaron and Kayla are literally the most toxic couple on the show. Because he's a manipulator. You know damn well he don't like her. He is in love with Rob. That's who he wants to couple up with. But he manipulates her. He gaslights her. He plays in her face. He barely spends time with her. He doesn't show her any affection. He shows Rob all the affection that he should be showing Kayla. Serena clocked him in that movie night. She's the first person to do it. Said that he has more energy back in Rob than he ever has any energy for Kayla. And then Kayla, the reason why I don't like her, you said what she said. Maybe America's seeing something that I don't see. She's seen what America's seen. They showed her the clip of him acting a fool out there in Casa Amor. On the clip, she watched the movie night. She still turns around not even 10 seconds later and let that man coming back to her.
Yeah,
that's why we don't like her. That's why we don't like him. Them two are the worst couple. I can't wait for them to go home. And then bitch ass, who is Kendall, I can't stand him because he's the fakest nigga in the house. When it comes to being fake, he wears that is all over him. He can't be real for nothing. Because the way he sits and talks shit about people behind their back and then go sit up in their face, just like he was upstairs talking greasy about Serena to Cordell, to then turn back around, go downstairs, get up in Serena's face. And then the way that he was in her face, when she was trying to walk away from him, he's starting to get up in her face, kind of press that dominance on her. I didn't like that either because he tried to corner her in there. with all that fake gaslighting shit that he does. Those three are the worst people on this show besides Kane. Kane, I don't like his ass either. Kane is a Trump supporter, and it's pretty clear through his actions. You might not have seen it
He
online.
can't even vote. He's not even over here.
And he's championing for Trump too. He's not even an American citizen, so he can't even vote. But he's Team Trump. But these people in these comments know how I feel about them three, and that's how I feel about them. Kayla is getting, but what I saw on Twitter today, Kayla's mom does not like Aaron, so it's gonna be real interesting to see in these video calls tomorrow. I hope she keeps that same energy, because they have screenshots of her Facebook conversations in these group messages where she is talking about how she can't stand him. She wanted Rob for Kayla, which is crazy, but okay, I guess that's the lesser of two evils. But she can't stand Aaron. Her aunt can't stand Aaron. So I'm very excited to see these family conversations. And I said it last night in my recap. I said, we're going to see if her family is worth a dime, because you should not be championing your daughter being with this man.
Before Casa Amor, I genuinely liked them. I felt like they were the cutest little couple to me, because I mean, obviously they like 22, 23, so it's very childish with them. But I just like them. And like you said, it could be my bias because I knew Aaron coming in. Now, granted, after Casa Amor or at Casa Amor, I'll probably say after Casa Amor, I started seeing Traitors Aaron, like when he came back in the house and trying to plead his case, not even really, to Kayla, because that's exactly how he was on the Traitors. That's how he won. Like, he had a girl, if y'all, spoiler alert, he had a girl who was crushing on him the entire show. He kept her around all the way up until the end. So because she had her faith in him that he wasn't a traitor, vice versa.
Get my charger.
And at the very end, he screwed her over and took all the money. So like by playing this nice little innocent boy, So I saw
that's how he is though.
Yeah, I saw that manipulation. Aaron is 27. I didn't think he was that old.
Somebody told me that in my comments. He does
not give that at all. Are you sure? Because on Traitors UK, I thought he was like 22, 23 on that show. That had to be like a year or two ago. 27?
Yeah, they say he's 27. He's very immature.
Well, that's why he playing her around like that. On top of that,
and that's why I told you he knows what he's doing. He don't like that girl. That's why they would never work either, because he lives in they say he's 27.
He's literally one of the best traitors.
I'm pretty sure he
out
is.
Of all franchises.
He's playing a damn good game on Kayla.
I wonder, does Kayla know that? Oh, you think her family's gonna tell her that he was on another show?
I don't know. They probably will. Not on the show though, because he's gonna be sitting right there with her. But what did you just say though? You just said, do you think Kayla knows? Somebody brought up in my comments too that they don't think that Kayla is as stupid as she's playing, because she apparently has a degree in psychology. We know what psychology is, so how she can't read Aaron is crazy to me.
Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to psychology and psychologists, okay, they can fix everybody else's problem. It's more so outside looking in when it comes to psychology. But you can't really assess your own self and your own feelings. Like even if we look in the media, Why Did I Get Married? Janet Jackson character, she was a psychologist. Her marriage was falling apart on the inside, but yeah, you giving out advice. I have a degree. Well, my minor is in psychology. Let that speak for itself. Like outside looking in, we have all the answers, but inside looking personally, we're the same as everybody else. It's an even playing field. You're gonna have your blinders up, especially when you're blinded by love, child. She's 22. She ain't thinking about nobody mindset. Especially because she said she works with autistic children. Like that's her field right there.
Them two, I can't deal with them. They are the most annoying people to me. Like, and it's for two different reasons. Like I said, they both have it's funny how they did the red flags question. They both have a lot of red flags. I feel like Kayla, she needs to go home and practice loving herself first, because for her to continue to put up with the shit, she cries so much that she has bags that are permanent. They're like droopy under her eyes.
Her eyes are so
and it's sad for her, And it's like I want to feel bad for her, but it's like I can't feel bad for somebody that literally watches what happens and then turns around. She don't do nothing. Like if she did any of what Serena did, she would see that Aaron really don't like her because Aaron would not have done what Cordell did. Aaron would
That
not have. He would have sat there and waited. He would have been sitting there waiting on her to come back to him because he knew that's what she would do. She wouldn't stand on our team. That's why nobody can root for her.
Kayla definitely folded like so quick. She was like, "You have a lot of ass kissing to do," and then literally gives him a kiss. I was like, "Wait, what? Huh? What is that? What happened to the ass kissing, Kayla? You didn't even give him an opportunity to do that, sis." I was really upset.
I think it was the first night when he came back. She told him that he was going to be sleeping in soul ties. And she takes her ass
went out there with him.
Like that's why nobody can root for her. Like who wants to root for somebody that literally folds for a man that does not like her? Like it's clear as that everybody in that villa saw it. And Liv got online too saying that she hopes that she dumps her.
See, when it come with Liv in the house, she was very much so, I'm team Aaron and Kayla. And then now that you offer the show, now you want her to dump him. You saw the same stuff firsthand. So I don't want to hear that.
I feel like she was in that mindset of like, I'm gonna support my friend regardless.
No.
But like she said in her confessionals, she wants him to show Kayla through actions that he wants to be with her. But that's what I feel like. I feel like that's where Liv was mindset wise. And then again, I feel like she knows Kayla was still gonna keep going back to him. So why am I gonna keep wasting my breath telling you you need to drop him?
And this is what I was gonna say, how everybody is so upset with Kayla. We can't root for you, Kayla, but we have all been a Kayla or know somebody that has been Kayla. It's so realistic. It is so realistic.
Yeah, but still, ain't nobody gonna root for that.
So realistic. And then you do gotta be that friend, I guess, like Liv and just be like, okay, girl, that's my friend. I'm gonna stick beside her.
Yeah. And like what
but I feel like Liv wasn't helping as a friend, honestly. I really don't feel like she was helping as a friend because as a friend, you can't be wishy-washy. You got to stand on that. Girl, he did you wrong. Girl, make him beg for it. You have to stay like that. You can't, okay, I see that he really does like you, Kayla, and I'm team Aaron and Kayla. You can't switch because especially a young girl like Kayla, she going to be confused and she going to be switching every which way. Somebody said Kayla used to be fat. And when she lost her weight, she lost weight, she been acting a fool.
I saw that too. Somebody told me that in my comments a couple weeks ago.
If you're gonna be a friend to a person like that, you got to stand on business, especially when they're young and impressionable. Especially when they're young and impressionable.
That's why it's funny because Aaron, but it's true though. Aaron said what he said to Liv was true. But it's just so ironic, though. He told her whenever at movie night when she was getting on him, he said she always in people's business, which also I feel like is the reason why Liv went home was because she was too busy babysitting Kayla. Kayla robbed Liv of her experience because Liv was too busy being her backbone for her. She was too busy taking care of Kayla that she didn't take the time to explore these other men. Which is
I agree with that to an extent. I agree with that to an extent because Kayla didn't need babysitting until Casa. And before that, Liv was always worried about somebody else's relationship. And she never paid attention to the many guys that she was paired with. And they kept saving her like, oh, well, she deserves love. And does she deserve love? Because she ain't worried about these boys.
But think about the dudes she was paired with. None of them dudes was worth a dime. She had Hakeem. Hakeem wasn't worth shit. Rob wasn't worth shit. Who else was she paired up with? Liv was paired up with niggas that weren't worth shit.
She chose Rob. She had to choose Hakeem. Kinda.
Like Rob, but whenever they had that first conversation, it was painful because Rob wasn't giving her nothing.
Rob gives nobody nothing.
That's my point. That's why she didn't get to know him. That's why she moved on and then wasn't trying to continue to build something with him because there's nothing to build with.
But
so she didn't really have that much of an option to really choose from because the dudes that she had were not worth anything.
with everybody, she had like made. That's why she wouldn't even get no airtime, because I don't even think she was talking to them. They would have one conversation, and then the next conversation they'd be like, "Well, I think I'm interested in somebody else," and she'd be like, "Okay," because she don't care anyway. She don't care. She here for the drama. And as a person who actually likes it, I know she was there for the drama.
She was definitely She was a production plan. I said that the whole season. She definitely was there for what she delivered.
Liv and Miguel were actually cute together, in my opinion. I thought he was gonna choose her. I mean, like, to stay with.
I did at one point, but I knew
Miguel
was a hoe. The minute Miguel came on that show, I knew Miguel was gonna bounce from girl to girl to girl to girl, because
he said it too. So it's like I couldn't even be mad. He came in and he was like, I feel like everybody need a little F-boy energy. So I said, oh hell, and that's exactly why I avoid people like you.
He is literally one of the most real people on this season. You can't be mad at anything that he does, because he literally owns up to it and literally lays it out before he does it.
Yep, I agree. I like Miguel.
He's about the realest one on here.
He a little weirdo with his different accents, but
and them tattoos.
Oh, and I said, if there's ever a sign to avoid somebody, that's it right there. This boy got the devil tattoo. No, ma'am. No, sir.
Yeah.
No. No, okay, so Soraya says the Casa boys were terrible. Only one was fine. Josiah was fine, but he was an ancient.
Josiah was Johnny Jr.
Josiah
was Johnny Jr. And you want to know something funny about Josiah? You didn't watch. You got to go watch. They know who I'm talking about. Josiah is actually from Charlotte, and he got a lot of mutual friends of mine, which I found interesting when I pulled on his Instagram. I saw so many people that he follows that I know. I'm like, this is crazy.
I actually liked Jacoby. He wasn't the cutest because he got a big head and small features, but I liked him like as a person. He was somebody who I could grow to like. See,
I liked him for Janae. I felt like he would have been. I thought they would have been a good pair together.
I think so.
She was all about Kenny. She wanted Kenny.
Josiah, he definitely was going to be a whore just like Miguel, and we have enough whores on the show.
And that's what I mean by Johnny. I'm gonna give you you got to go back and watch the season. Especially you got to watch season 2. Season 2 was a good season. Season 3 was a good season. 4 was all the seasons are good.
I'm not watching 5 because I don't care for Rob. I'm not watching that show.
Rob was only on Casa Amor, so he was
only on he was a Casa Amor guy.
He was a Casa Amor dude, and he did not make it back in the villa.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
You gonna Kayla and Aaron are literally on season 5. There's a couple, KK and Keenan. They like us. That is them. That's them. They were the originators of Karen. Like the way that she's so weak in the knees for Aaron, that was KK for Keenan.
They said Jacoby said production pushed him towards Janae. Janae made the right choice. Oh wow!
Really? Well, that's terrible to hear. But then it makes sense because whenever I said in my recap, was it Jalen? I think that was his name. When Jalen and Jacoby were having that conversation, Jalen was pretty much like, "Go lay it on thick on Janae." And to me, in that moment, I said, "I don't like the way that sounds. It sounds like he's just trying to get him in the villa." So if that was the case, it makes sense.
Right. So I want to know, do y'all know, did production push anybody on Serena? Because I feel like, I don't know.
I don't think they really brought anybody there for Serena.
Bro.
I don't think they brought anybody there for Serena. I feel like, what's the dude's name? I think it was Nigel. I think they brought him in there thinking that she could have been somebody for it. But Nigel don't like black girls.
Nigel.
The third black dude they brought in. The one that came in with Kenny and Cassidy, the blonde girl.
Nigel. Oh.
That one right there.
Okay. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, these people didn't last long at all, did they? I don't even know their names. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, put them back up. We can go down the line on how we feel about each one of them, and then y'all in the comments.
Which ones? All the cast people?
Just go to all the pictures, and we can go through them. Because we kind of talked about a lot of the main characters. What was your thoughts on Coy?
Coy is like so many people who I've dated dated like as in talking to. Tall, dark skinned athlete, used to girls chasing him, so they never try hard. Very happy when Janae peeped that and recoupled with somebody else. Even if that other person was giving me a smidget, slight more piece of conversation than Coy, yeah, she did the right thing. I hate. Oh gosh, hate.
I know. Coy's personality was his height. His height was his personality.
He should have been a bombshell.
You could tell Coy, like
his height was his personality.
He's used to the girls coming to him because he's literally a tall black man that can literally pick a woman
dark
up.
Skin, beard, white teeth, athletic, like yes, type down to the T. And you just know that they have no personality. The fine dudes never have personalities, bro. They never do. They never do. That's why I like my dudes ugly.
And he ain't put no work in. Like you as the man, you're the one that's supposed to be putting in the work with the woman. The woman's not the one that should be pursuing you like that. And if a woman is so heavily pursuing you, I don't want that because you're too clingy. At that point, it lets me know that you are. I say it all the time in my recaps. If a woman is more invested in the man than the man is in the woman, it's never gonna work. Mm-hmm. Your man has to be more obsessed with you than you are with him. If you too involved and way more in love with him than he is with you, you're not the only one. He got somebody else out here that's got his attention for real.
Yep. So I don't want y'all to mistake being into you, meaning by like where you been, where you at, where you going, let's FaceTime, let's go to sleep together. Let's no, that's toxic shit. Y'all gotta know the healthy difference between being into somebody.
Yep. All right, who else?
Not the Neos. I had more personality than Coy. Coy is my type physically. My ex is 6'4", tall, pretty teeth. Girl, yeah, same. My ex was 6'7", like very much so the same. And when I realized we ain't got nothing in common, it's really just a neck. Like that's when it was time to just go.
I've seen this one and I've seen Serena too. And I can low-key see it. The way he was moving with them in the confession in the heart rate challenge.
I low-key think Aaron likes them too. Wow. I know. Well, because of traders, Aaron liked black girls. I saw it on the traders, and that's probably why I was like, you know what? I like this white boy.
Aaron don't like nobody but Rob. I don't know what you see. Ain't nobody
okay.
For him but him.
Well, y'all know my opinion on Aaron. My opinion on Cordell. I was first drawn to the show because I saw the clip of Serena pushing the plate of eggs on him. And so mixed with Grant and seeing that clip, I said, okay, let's watch this show. So going in, I was team Serena and against Cordell because I was like, he had to do something wrong for her to do that. But when I saw him, I was like, okay, it's giving 22. Oh, he's actually kind of adorable. And then just seeing them develop, I was like, well, actually, no, I'm lying. I thought that he was only going to be there for TV initially because he's 22. He's a model. He wants sponsorships. I was like, this is such a Gen Z ass answer. Like, no. I was just like Serena. Like, girl, what? He don't know what long-term girls are? Like, I was just like Serena. And then just seeing how sincere he was, though, about her, especially about her the entire time, I was like, he seems like such a good guy. So
he's a very good
that's
dude.
My thoughts on Cordell.
And I loved how because most I feel like most people would. I don't feel like most people would, but a lot of people that do get on TV that have a connection to somebody who is of notoriety tend to use that to their advantage. He did not mention his brother's name until he had to. Whenever the body situation came out where it was like, how many girls you done go to? He said 1,001 because they know who my brother is and they've been using me to get to him. He has not mentioned Odell the entire time. And then even last night, whenever they asked about who you were excited to see with your family, I'm pretty sure production wanted to ask him that so he could say Odell. And he chose his mama and his sisters. And that's why it's like you could tell, like I said, I'm proud of him. It means a lot to me because we don't normally see the boys they cast on the show that are black, they're not like him. They don't come on, they cast the ones that ain't
on any show. on any show, on any
on
love
any
show.
show, and it's so refreshing to see one that comes on and just is just a good human being. Like you could tell, and even with the guys, like I feel like outside of this, I don't see Cordell hanging out with most of these dudes here. But the way he integrated with these guys and actually became really good friends with them, it's just cool to see.
Yeah, he definitely gonna
Because I
kick it
just
with
don't see
Kendall for
him
sure. And they both in Dallas. They gonna kick it for real.
him and
Uh,
him and what's his face? What's it, Kenny? They've gotten you can tell they've gotten tighter over the past couple episodes too. So
where is Kenny
Cordell, I feel like
from?
Cordell is definitely the fan favorite.
But Cordell, honestly, is, like you said, one of the best black men that's been casted on any of these shows. At 22 years old, he's even more mature than the men that be on Ready for Love. Y'all watch Ready for Love? Ready to Love?
Mm-hmm.
Even this
Look,
22-year-old boy is better. When the boys were
like
convincing
Ivy
him to
said,
dump
when
her
they
for
tried to convince
Hannah,
him that
he had backed her, and I was like, oh, he
because
really likes her.
he could have easily went with it just because, but he
Mm-hmm.
went with what he was feeling. Like
Yeah,
regardless of how Serena was acting in that moment, he knew he wanted her and he stuck with her. And
I
like even whenever
agree.
they was talking, pretty much telling him like you need to leave her, she don't want you. He didn't care. Like he knew what he wanted at the end of the day, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah, not to be easily swayed. I guess that can lead us into Kendall.
I ain't got nothing else to say about that man. I've said it enough. I've said it enough. I ain't got
Kendall,
no energy for that bitch.
I feel like Kendall did not do any wrong. Well, hold on, I'm not gonna lie.
Please, are
I
you
felt like he
serious?
definitely could have done better with Aaron and Casa Amor, but because how close Kendall and Cordell are, and Kendall wanting somebody, just somebody to show that they actually care about Cordell. So seeing him cheer for that, I was not opposed to that because God dang it, I was cheering for him. I was cheering for Cordell to find somebody or just to feel some type of love. And even if you get that type of love that, you know, is your love language or what have you, and it makes you realize that, okay, I still like old girl better, then that's a test that you needed to take. And that's the whole purpose of the show, I guess, or of Casa for real, to test your little bond or whatever. So I wasn't mad. I was definitely like, for sure. And I didn't even find it bad that Kendall was, I guess, playing both sides after Casa Amor because all the guys were doing that. That's how the guys were. Everybody, every dude in there was saying, oh no, he thought about you the whole time. All the guys did that. So why are you just on Kendall?
Because he's the only one that is so proactive about getting in somebody's face, acting like everything is all cool, but you sitting behind people's back talking greasy. The boys, they might have said it, but he's so actively in these girls' faces. They want you, they want you, they want you. But you see how he was acting in Casa Amor. You saw how he was acting behind their back. He's fake as fuck. It don't matter if everybody else is doing it. He's the fakest one out of everybody because he's so proactively putting his nose in other people's business. Because he spent so much time over there in Casa Amor knowing that he wasn't going to do anything. But he tried to infiltrate and get all the other boys to do more things. Like when he was meddling with Aaron and Kayla, when he was meddling with
I feel like he was
Cordell and Daya. He's phony as hell. He's the fakest bitch on the show. And I feel like, and I said it, me and my sister said it, you could tell this man, the reason why he's so head over heels in love with Nicole is because you could tell this man don't get no play in real life. The way he moves is like somebody that ain't never gotten none in his life.
He's a cornball.
And he's exactly, he's corny as shit too. I can't stand Kendall. I cannot stand, he's two-faced as fuck. Like I cannot stand somebody like, and he's a man too. That's the thing. A woman being messy to me is more acceptable. When you are a man, he's my age, he's 28 years old. When you're 28 years old moving like this, that is the biggest ick in the world. That's why I don't understand why Nicole is still with, well, now I understand why Nicole is with him. Nicole is playing the game. Nicole sees him as her meal ticket. She thinks that he is super liked because for some reason he ain't hit the bottom three yet. But Nicole knows that he's her best shot to winning, even though they ain't gonna win shit. They're gonna be the fourth place couple. But she knows that's what she needs to do. Because Nicole, I don't feel like Nicole likes him as much. I feel like he genuinely likes Nicole, but I don't feel like she likes him like that.
She said, "You're my everything." I was
She's
like,
playing in his face.
I do think that they're laying it on thick though for the viewers so they can win. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think that they do like each other, but I feel like they definitely laying it on thick for America.
And you see how the producers are strategically putting more scenes with them and Kayla and Aaron and leaving Kenny and Janae and Cordell and Serena on the
They can
background,
do
and
that all
even
they
Leah and
want.
Miguel.
I am team Kenny and Janae. I love Janae.
Let's talk
And
about let's segue into Janae.
I love
too.
Janae.
I love her to death.
On
She's so
Instagram,
funny.
they did like the little promo, like introducing, and they had their little one-liners and their little interviews. And I
That's
said,
when you went.
no. That was before the show even aired. I saw that on Instagram.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, I said, no, I'm not watching this. Everybody seems horrible. That's even
You
Janae.
did?
Yes, I was like, no, I'm not
Well,
feeling
I
this.
didn't.
I wasn't feeling them. I said, everybody's a red flag. Everybody's awkward. I mean, like, just like, trying too hard to me. So initially going in, I thought Janae was going to be like this beautiful woman who was like overly confident, if that makes sense. And it's so funny because she is like that, but she's like that in the most humble way. And that's what makes people because it's like being pretty, like you can't be like a pretty and know you pretty. People hate that. But you have to be a pretty likable person who's just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna make this clap, like yeah, like I love her. And she is me and I is she. We have like the same mindset. The only time Janae loses me is when she starts talking about like, and I want to build a house in the shape of a J. And I'd be like,
I feel like that's everybody. Everybody said the same thing. And it's funny because somebody on Twitter found a clip of her actually building something in her house. So she literally does it. But yeah, I love Janae. I love Janae from what made me really want to recap the show was when they announced the cast and did like the little clips of them all together. When I saw all 4 Black people that was on the show, Serena, Janae, Cordell, and Coy, their little interview, the little quick segments they had, I was excited because it's like they like this. Like all 4 of them just
that's true.
That. So it's like we don't, and then they all, besides Cordell's the only one that's not dark skinned. He's more like fair skin, like a little bit more like me, like brown skin. So it was exciting to see a good group of dark skinned Black people. But then Janae, where her personality immediately grabbed me. The one thing I didn't like was when she told her credit score on TV. I said that is the most tackiest thing that you can do. Don't tell your credit score. Don't be telling your credit score to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna know what it is. But Janae,
I thought mine was high until she said hers. I said, damn.
Janae,
what have I been doing wrong?
Janae is beautiful. That's number one. She's beautiful, which is why it was killing me. I'm like, why is nobody like really like pining after her? Like she's literally everything that you want. She got personality. It's like most girls that are super beautiful like her. I don't even say most girls. A lot of people that are super beautiful don't really have much going on in terms of personality. She's got that. She's funny as hell. She's good at having conversations. She has good conversations. She's very engaged with whoever she's talking to. Like whenever she watches and you watch her how she's talking, she's always making eye contact with whoever she's speaking to. That's a big thing.
She asks the best questions.
She's engaged. Yeah, and she asks you questions. She gets to know you. She's fun to be around. You can tell she has good energy. She's always good energy. And then she's hilarious. She is literally
a girl.
To me, she's the funniest one on the show.
Right. She knows what she wants. She's not gonna wait around. I love it. Yeah. Janae says everything. I'd be like, yup. That's why we just like this. See, Janae is 30-year-old movie bae, and Serena is 23-year-old movie bae.
I love Serena though. Serena is real as fuck too. Serena, I love how Serena just she's the Black girl. Like she's the real the normal Black girl that you see on the street. She's the representation. She is herself personified. I love that she's an AKA too. Did you know that?
Is she?
She's an AKA.
It's giving Delta, but all right.
But she's
a little more sassy
than herself. Serena's beautiful too. I like how, and then like people said with the braids, like how she's given everybody so many different styles, so many different ways that you can wear your braids. Like she's a fashion girl too. I know she's gonna get a lot of deals after this. Like in terms of
you saw deals, she had her little pieces deals. In.
I love when she has those in.
I said, this is so Houston. This is so Houston.
And she's so Houston. So I like, and that's the thing with the majority of this cast. I like the majority of this cast, and I feel like each person in this cast has done their job, which is why this season is so good. Because I feel
I
like
agree with that.
there's not really too many. There might be a couple dull characters, but for the most part, everybody has a presence on the season. Like when you think of one person, you can think of something that they did throughout the season without having to really sit and think about it.
That I can
Even
agree
Hannah.
with. I
Hannah.
like Hannah. I thought she was gonna be like ditzy Kim Kardashian type. Hannah was so down. I said, I like her. She went home early, but I was like, I like her.
And you could tell Hannah liked her some chocolate.
Yeah.
She liked the black man.
But she cool. She was cool people. I definitely thought she was gonna be like one of those Kim Kardashian type. I don't know. Like, yeah.
But apparently Hannah was talking some shit about Janae online.
What? Oh, well, we don't like Hannah no more then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I saw something where she was talking shit about Janae. And I ain't like that.
That's so funny.
Go to the next page. You got the other cast, the other ones that we ain't talking about.
I got the replacements. I don't have Nicole in them. Is Nicole in them on it? Oh yeah.
Let's start. Okay, right here. Here we go. Liv, we already talked about Liv. Hakeem is a coon. Like, I did not like him from the day that he said he likes fair skin. What did he say? He likes fair skinned women.
He said, my type is dark hair, fair skin. I said, oh, you like white bitches. And if I was with them girls, I would be like, oh, so you like white bitches. Why? Can you elaborate on that for me? Talk about going viral. We about to dig into this.
And you see how quick because he said he likes fair skinned women at the beginning.
Hannah's makeup was horrible though, by the way. That shit always came off on everything. Like, what is going on here, girl? Put some setting spray on.
When Hakeem realized that he was about to go home, what did he do? He went jump in a train and laid on thick with Janae.
Oh, yeah.
As we heard him say, he likes fair-skinned women. So why are you trying to get to know Janae?
And it's so funny because his excuse was, I'm so happy that we got to know each other as friends first. Yeah, because you probably wasn't going to talk to her any other way. I'm pretty sure.
They did a reunion one time for season 4.
They might do one for this
cast. They have to do it for this cast.
Girl, this cast is broken. Girl.
This cast is broken all. I think this cast has broken the record for the most views. I saw on a Variety article today that they've literally had 919 million minutes watched within the show. The number one stream show the past 2 weeks.
And you know what? Just watching reality TV, like it usually season 1 of a show does not. It's never popping like that. A show really don't even really get good up until like season 4, season 6. That's usually like a sweet spot of a reality show in general.
Back in our day, though, they was cranking them out first season. Flavor of Love, I Love Money, those season 1, 2.
Well, these days, tier.
Yeah. Back in our day, them reality shows was good from jump. But yeah, you're right. It takes a couple seasons for most shows to pick up steam. All right, you want to move to that?
Oh, but and hold on, let's get into that a little bit because you know that was because that's when reality TV first came out. So you had authentic personalities, and it was a different type of genre on TV. And true. Back then, as the season went along, people know what to do, and it becomes performative, which is why those seasons don't perform well.
Yep.
So now in this era, it's like people come on being performative season 1, which is probably why it doesn't pan out well. And then as the seasons go along, we're casting more realistic type people.
That is
and
true.
Even though they might be like Cordell and want a sponsorship.
And Cordell doesn't need the money.
Oh, I'm dead. How you Odell Beckham little brother and you ain't got no sponsorship yet though, Cordell?
I know.
I like that he plugged that for cheeses though. He definitely gonna get that cheeses.
Oh yeah, Cordell gonna have him some deals because he's so likable too. He's somebody that you will want to promote your brand. But let's move to that rock head over there, the one that walks.
Connor. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was so team Connor when it was Connor and Janae, and the moment when Leah was single, he wanted to, I want to pursue her because she was my first interest, honestly, but she was just so into Rob and them. And then when you go over there and talk to her, guess who she's still talking about? Rob. And he still jumped head first with Leah. I was just like, oh, hell no.
And that's why I didn't feel bad for him. Because the way he lied to Janae, told Janae whenever he wanted to pursue, at least try and see a connection with Leah, he pretty much didn't tell her that he wasn't going to keep getting to know her. But as soon as he went over there to talk to Leah, he left Janae on the back burner. Left her over there, didn't even come back to check on her, which is why it was like, to each his own. You got what you wanted. You wanted to go after Leah. Leah is only using you as a bounce bag. Like, she's only using you just in case she might need you in the end. Leah has been, and even to this day, we can clearly say the one person that Leah has truly liked the most and has the most genuine feelings for is Rob.
And I don't even see how that ended up happening, but I'm not living with those people, so I guess it's something I missed. Because how she feels so hard for him. Because I told you, bro, I watched episode 1. I was sending you voicemail after voicemail. And the moment that Leah paired up with Rob, I said they have no chemistry. He was not happy with Leah. That first pairing, Rob was not happy with Leah.
Yeah, he did. And that's why I said that's why I didn't want Leah apologizing to him. Apologize to him for what? Because like what she said at movie night, when they showed the clip of her calling him a bitch, he was acting like a bitch. Like, you sitting there crying, and then him going and walking into that pool, and then going underneath the bridge. He's doing all these dramatics, and he was acting like a bitch. He wasn't doing that because he genuinely felt that way. He was doing that because he knew the cameras was going to follow him. He was doing that stuff to put on a show. He's the most performative out of everybody on the show.
I feel like if she had worded it that way, maybe it would have been a little better, because when you do kind of take it like out of context, like on movie night, it did seem like she was making fun of him for showing his emotions. But if she would have said more like he putting on a show, he being dramatic, I feel like the boys wouldn't have had nothing to say about that. I don't know. Because we all know he was being dramatic, especially when he jumped in that pool.
But the thing is though, the boys didn't say anything. The only person that piped up was his boyfriend.
Nah, Miguel too. That put Miguel off for real. That put him off.
What put Miguel off was how she gets rowdy. He don't like how she is super loud and aggressive when it comes to her dialect. He said he don't like that because that's how his family grew up.
Yeah.
How he grew up with his family.
Off. Going so hard like that. It doesn't matter if she's going hard about Rob or going hard about him being emotional. It's the fact that you going that hard in general.
That was Miguel's issue. It wasn't Miguel's issue.
Right, but still, she called him a bitch. That's why I don't like Leah.
That's what Aaron's issue was. That was my point. Aaron's issue was the fact that she called him a bitch, and nobody else piped up about that. He was the only one that piped up about it. Because that's his love right there. Like he stand for his.
As a man, Grant, as a man and as a black man, Grant, you don't think that Aaron was valid? Take Rob out of the situation. Take Rob in this show out of the situation. You don't think Aaron was valid about how a man is expressing his feelings, and you say it gives you the ick?
But it's situational though. This situation is different than any other time.
So in general, you agree with Aaron.
He was performing. In general, I agree with him. Okay. I feel like if a man is showing you, but she knew it was fake. So in this situation, she's right. He was acting like a bitch. He was trying to use his emotions to then pull her in. He was doing that stuff he wanted her to feel sorry for him when he was the one that should have been feeling sorry for her, because he was the one juggling 2 different women and then trying to make her feel bad for having an issue with him pretty much playing in her face. So that situation, her calling him a bitch, it was justified. If, like you said, take it outside, if a woman's calling a man a bitch because he gets emotional expressing himself to her, then yeah, that's wrong. But in this particular situation, Aaron should have just shut up, because you're the last one to be talking, because you got too many issues yourself.
Kendall said something too, but he let Aaron talk the
Can you hear
most.
me?
I can hear you
good? Can y'all hear
fine.
me? I had to turn myself down because I'm like, I'm hollering. Because I got you up so loud in my ear. But hold on, let me go back to this since we was talking about Leah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This is the part about Leah though that I don't like. How she slick shades Janae a lot.
Leah
Have you caught on
always
to that?
smoke with Janae for that. Yeah, and I don't like her. I don't like her. Like, I don't like her. Y'all can cape for
That's
her
the
all y'all
one
want
part.
to. I don't like her at all. Nothing
That is
about
the
this
one
girl
part.
is likable at all to me.
Kendall would say something because Kendall's a bitch too.
But Maya, I agree that Rob definitely should have left with Andrea, because what are you still here for? Aaron? Nobody, you're not clicking with nobody.
Who said that word?
He's just a part of the OG cast, and they want to keep him around. It's like, go home. You should have went home.
But y'all see,
but we knew he wasn't gonna go home.
Yeah, because he want to be on TV. But like what he said in the last episode, I feel like Love Island is not for me. You went off in that episode when she got voted out because you said, I found what I was looking for. So what is it? You said that it doesn't work for you, but you claimed that you found what you was looking for. But you found what you was looking for and you let it walk out the door. You should have walked out with what you found.
Maybe that's what he meant, right? That it wasn't for him. Maybe that's what he meant. Like,
what?
I guess like because when he found a connection, she gets voted off, and then he hasn't had a connection since or prior to her. So maybe this just ain't for me. Because especially with a voting off process, you know. And now you told me that he was a Casa Amor guy, so he really is just trying this process out. I thought he was on a whole season prior. He need that money for his
that's still bullcrap though, because like you can't spend no other way around that because he out of his mouth. Because the whole experience, the whole thing, the reason why you're supposed to be there is to find love. Yes, it's a competition. Yeah, at the end of the game, you win money. But your whole sole purpose, as you claim, is that you want to find love. He claimed that he wanted to find love. You claim that you found that with Andrea. You not leaving with Andrea shows that you only here for the game. That's from that point forward. I knew Rob was full of shit. But from that point forward, I knew for sure he was going to be full of shit the rest of the show. And I didn't believe anything else that he did.
Facts. I agree with that. Rob's
he is an introvert.
Robin in the bottom, every public vote, but production. Heck yeah. He definitely, he's the production plant to me, because how are you being saved? All these.
They love Rob. For what reason? I don't know. Because he should have went home.
He's not even interesting. No, he's not even interesting. The only thing Rob has done is when he gave Aaron the advice for Kaylor. I said, okay, Rob, making some sense. Okay. Okay, Rob, looking at the big picture and not just catering to what your homeboy might want to hear. Okay. Shout out to you for that, Rob.
He said, Robin said some things that were true.
He might be an onion after all. That were true.
He cracked me up last night though when he said, "What did he say?" He said something, and then Kaylor said something like, "That's not a good enough excuse" or whatever. He said, "Is that Kaylor complaining?" After Janae said,
"Oh yeah, that was funny."
A lot. She had the audacity to ask why. Rob has some good one-liners when he right.
Somebody said it was way earlier in the comments, how on that episode some couples had harder questions than other couples did.
Yeah,
like it was kind of set up.
Janae and Kenny and Serena and Cordell had the messiest questions. Everybody else had like softball questions.
Mm-hmm. I liked when they started asking questions about other people in the villa. I like that, because if I was on the show, I ain't even gonna hold you. I probably would have talked my partner ear off about Leah bitch ass. I did not even gonna hold you. They were like, which islander gives you the ick? Leah, absolutely. Like,
did you see how Leah got upset? You see how Leah got upset when
she got my nerves.
She got upset because
please, bitch, shut up.
From Rob's perspective. She love her some Rob, man. She love her some Rob.
I cannot stand her. Always fucking complaining. Shut up. And honestly, I probably don't like Serena to an extent, because she is so team Leah, and it just make me be like, you are who you hang around. You might be a complaining ass, whiny ass Toxic
Nope.
ass
I
bitch
love
too.
Serena. I love
Mm-mm.
Serena.
But
Serena's
you
standing
also
out
don't
in
care. You
literally Serena.
also like Leah too. So like,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
I see some good in Leah.
No, I
It's,
don't see anything
I'm
good
not
in her.
I'm not gonna act like we can't sit here and act like we ain't been hotheads. I'm very calm on probably 80% of the day. But when I turn up like that too. There's no calming me down.
Leah
Sometimes I
is
do say things that are out of line.
contradicting. Leah is contradicting. You can't be turn up, rah, rah, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. And then the moment somebody call you out on something, you're crying. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
well, I can see that too. Because me, if I get called out
no.
on something in the moment, I'm a snap on you. But me, after the fact, I've always been this way. Even if I do take it too far, even in the moment, even though I know it's not right, and I know sometimes I shouldn't even be forgiven. Whenever I calm down, I always reflect on what I did, and when I was wrong, I always go back and apologize, regardless if you want to hear it or not. I'm gonna let you know. I see what I did that was wrong. I took it too far. That's where I can see it with Leah. But like I said, I like her more now too because I've seen the growth. I feel like the last couple episodes, we see how she has grown as a person. She hasn't been shading because you don't want to see it. That's why.
See,
She has not been shading Janae. She's not been piping up with people. She's been
I don't know.
calmer.
At movie night, she very much. So, are you saying after movie
I said
night?
the
That's when
last
she
couple
showed some
episodes.
growth. Okay, so after movie night, she showed some
That's when it all
growth.
was. That's when it all made sense to her. Like you saw how when Rob was talking, it was hitting her.
In the Twitter
and
challenge,
you could see it
I
in
guess.
her face. No, she still turns up after the Twitter challenge. That was before movie night. She turns up on.
You would have thought that would have
Live.
made her ass sit down somewhere.
And no, because they wouldn't have made me sit down either. Because I don't care what people say about me either. Like, who cares? I don't feel like she should care about what people online that don't know her say about her. So the Twitter thing, I wouldn't have cared. But the people that are in the house that are telling you what you're doing, that have been around you and see how you are on a consistent basis, I would take more of their opinion a little bit more serious than somebody on social media that could be just trolling you. So I don't see, but that's where it all made sense. That's where it all made sense to her because and then again too, she don't care about these people on Twitter. Who the fuck cares? Like, they don't know me, and I don't even know who these people are that are tweeting about me. But hearing it from somebody that she's been in the house with for 3 weeks, where she's actually gotten to really know, pretty much telling you about yourself because they see how you are, you're obviously going to take that.
Well, finally, somebody tells her about herself because nobody has been telling her about herself because they've been all up under her ass, Serena.
That is true. It ain't just Serena, though. Just put it all on Serena.
Serena be up under her ass. And I saw in the comments, they were like, yeah, Serena capes for Janae too. And I agree, Serena does cape for Janae too. But I feel like it's a different type of energy when it's Leah involved. Let me paint this in hindsight. Not hindsight. Let me paint the picture though. In this moment that's on the screen, when they was voting for Andrea out, when they came for her about that initially, Serena was right there, right? Even on movie night, when Leah and Liv got into it about the same situation, Serena was hot, like ready to go, TTG, trained to go. But when Liv turned on so many names, when Liv turned on Janae, here's Serena. Well, not too much on Janae either, though. Like real passive aggressive. No, go hard like you was doing for Leah. You was ready to back up, get down with Leah. Ain't no but about it. It's a different type of energy behind Leah. I don't like that.
No, here's the but though. When Serena,
I know you ain't about to say them eggs.
It was a 2-on-1 situation. With Rob and Liv, they was tagging up on her. That's when Serena came in. It was a 2-on-1. Then when she piped in with Kayla and Liv, it was Liv and Kayla versus Leah. She's not gonna let her friend get tagged up on. That's why she jumped in. She ain't jumped. And then when it came to Leah and Liv and Janae, it was a 1-on-1 situation, and she pretty much told her, "Don't come on Janae," because Janae is basically telling you the truth. Why are y'all arguing about some shit that y'all already done squashed?
Okay,
that's where Serena's coming from. Okay. It was a 2v. It was a 2v1.
I don't see that.
If you having a conversation and two people are trying to tag up on you, and I'm sitting here watching, you think I'm gonna just sit here and be quiet? I'm not gonna let nobody tag up on nobody.
Serena, in my opinion, has a different energy every time she's stepping behind Leah than when she's stepping behind Janae, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen.
But when is Janae ever really being pressed like that? The only time she only was pressed Janae don't get pressed like Leah do. Leah gets
So,
pressed more. Janae hasn't been in any
and then, so you
altercations.
gotta sit there and think like, why is my friend always getting pressed about some shit? Because your friend is toxic. It's, I don't know. It's guilty by association with me.
But you can't do. But you can't. Serena's just too real. That's just what it is. Serena ain't fake. Because even when Serena and Janae had their issue with the eggs, Serena still went to Janae and told her everything that she said behind her back.
Yeah, but still, girl, bye. He wasn't interested in you in no damn ways. You and these goddamn eggs, and you run around talking about the eggs the whole damn day. Girl, nobody cares about these freaking eggs.
It was petty.
I
said the same thing. It was petty.
He didn't want you petty. Anyways. That's why you really mad, because now you stuck with Cordell. She thought that was her way out, and it wasn't.
She ain't mad about that. Maybe
she thought that was her way out, and it wasn't.
Please. The girl don't like none of them at the end of the day.
Out, and it wasn't. That's why she was mad at Janae with them eggs. Went around the whole house telling everybody and their mama about them damn eggs. And yeah, she went to Janae too. But why you got to tell everybody and their mama about it?
Like I said, I don't agree with that, but she still kept it real. It'd be one thing if she did that and then stayed up in Janae's face smiling like she wasn't doing it. She brought that shit to Janae's face. She told Janae, this is what I didn't like. And then Janae ended up taking it because Janae is a real person and a real friend and sees how her friend was affected. And they moved past it. That's what you do. You don't just sit. You just don't sit by and let shit like that fly.
Yeah.
And then again, too, even though it was petty for her to do that, though, I don't feel like Janae should even cook them eggs. Janae should have brought them eggs up there to him.
B. Ashland, she not that young though. She not that young. She's 24. She's not that young.
That's still young.
She's not
That's
that young to be running around. Oh, I can't believe she did these fucking eggs. Telling everybody and their mom about these damn eggs, girl. Stop.
But when have you not been petty though? We've all had moments where we've done petty stuff. You can't hold that against her.
I was about to say not with my friends, but I mean, I guess that they kind of just met. So,
and that's the thing too. We gotta keep in mind too. They all, even though the show is 30-something episodes, they've only known each other for all but like 3-4 weeks. They don't really owe each other loyalty like that. If you want to keep it real.
Right, so I should have brought them eggs and sat on his lap and fed them to him, bitch. It could have been worse.
She shouldn't have brought them eggs, period.
She shouldn't have brought them eggs because that was way too thirsty, in my opinion, for Janae. I was like, Janae, please don't bring them damn eggs, Janae. But that was for a whole different reason. I was like, not 3 different types of eggs, bitch.
Come on. She should have let him go down there cook his own shit.
That was embarrassing for her. That's why I didn't want her to bring them. But if you really have a problem, bitch, I'm about to sit on his lap and feed him the damn eggs. It could have been worse. But I just dropped them off and kept it pushing. But shout out to Janae for being the mature one in that conversation.
She's definitely, but she should be though. She's the oldest one. But she definitely, that's what I love about Janae though.
Maybe I might be a middle child, and I've heard that my entire life. You're older, so you should no.
You should be more mature when you're older. Are you serious?
I'm just saying, like, yes, you should be more mature. Yes, you should be more mature. But at the same time, bro, that's a 3-year age gap. Like, it ain't no big major difference. Like, I don't know, but bro. No. Why I got to be the only mature one? You need to be mature too.
That is true, but
and we ain't gonna chalk it up to your age or age. You are the
older. Like when you have siblings, older,
and that's why I'm tired of hearing that.
But you're still supposed to set a standard, though. You ain't like you should be the one that's more mature, which is why I don't like. That's why I don't like Kendall. He's too old to be walking around as a man being messy. You're 28 years old. You're about to be 30 years old, and you get off on being messy and infiltrating in other people's relationships. That's the shit that you would expect for a 22-year-old man. That's something that you would expect somebody Cordell's age to be doing, not somebody Kenny's age or Kendall's age.
I don't even think I know any young messy dudes. And that's not age. I don't think Kendall is age related. I think Kendall is I guess I could
Immature.
kind of say like culturally related, if it makes sense. So like I told you in our messages, Kendall is the type of dude, he from like far north Dallas with the more of an integrated school
Do
system
he
with the whites
do he
and
act
the
like people from
Indians
Dallas?
and baby, far north Dallas, like Addison, Plano, not even Plano, they a little more black now. Addison, Richardson, Frisco. He out there with the white people and the Indian people. Okay, he gives frat boy. He went to TCU, which is basically a black school. Very much so Allen. Okay, very much so Allen. That's what it's giving.
Look at the comment.
His best friend is Chad. Like that's why he don't run with us. We don't do things
You
like
right.
that.
No,
I don't
that's
think
why
it's, I
that's
don't
why
think
I
it's an
can't get
age
with
thing.
it.
I think that's like an environment thing for him.
You're right. That is true.
That's
And
who
that's
he
why I
how
can't get
he's
with
who
him.
he's grown up
He is
around.
not. He is not somebody that would be around.
And maybe
me.
he got sisters. Does he have sisters too? Because if I'm gonna say that can go either way though. Because if he's the only boy, I feel like it goes either way.
Very much Allen, Texas.
Very
Allen,
much
Texas.
so far north Dallas, damn near Oklahoma, bitch. That's where he. That's where he is. The moment he says TCU, I said, "Oh, okay, okay."
All right, let's talk about Andrea. Andrea.
His mom is yeah.
What's your thoughts
I didn't even know Kendall was black until he said it. I wasn't surprised when he said it though. Andrea, I didn't have any thoughts about her, honestly. I think that she chose Rob. I don't know why I'm just so drawn to him. I think production is telling these people to be drawn to him to keep him on the show, honestly. I didn't really have any thoughts about Andrea.
I think she genuinely did like him because she kept it real. Because before she even stepped foot in the house, she said she wanted Rob.
She went on with Rob and Aaron. She went on those days, right?
Yeah, and I think she kissed both of them too.
See, and
which makes it even funnier now when you see how he was acting when she left. Aaron crying for Andrea and Rob at the same time. So maybe did he like Andrea too? Because
you know he liked him a little spicy Latin girl. You know he does.
Andrea don't even. That's the thing too. I see a lot of people saying that Andrea don't even speak Spanish. They said she don't even speak Spanish right.
Oh, well, she could be.
So is she really,
y'all know those.
She might be a spicy wife.
Yeah, y'all know those like third generation American born. Like they start losing some people, some families start losing their culture. Like you can speak Spanish, but it's very broken. I live in Fort Worth.
She was definitely pretty. I don't think her personality was
exactly, Tanisha.
I don't think she got to show her personality that well, but I like what I've seen of her online. I've seen a couple clips of her lives on Instagram or TikTok, and she seemed like a cool girl.
Yeah, I honestly don't even. My memory of her is very foggy.
Yeah, she wasn't really worth talking.
I don't even
All right, go to the next slide. Who else we missing?
Yeah, exactly. Nicole, what were your thoughts on Nicole when she came in? Because she took Cordell out and Kendall out.
I liked Nicole when she first got in there. I don't think I disliked Nicole. I did find her hypocritical though when she was that right there. When she would go for Miguel, but then when Kendall twisted, she acted like it was such an issue. It's like you was literally entertaining.
Yeah.
So why you mad at him?
And that's why that's why I had to give a shout out to Kendall because he pulled that card. Like you said, he didn't have options. No, he didn't have options, but he had to let her know. I could be out here too. And she been attached to his hip ever since. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Like, period. Sometimes you got to let them know. Sometimes you got to let them know.
I feel like it's strategic though. She ain't doing it. She ain't doing it because she really like him. She don't like him like that. She gonna drop him like a bad habit. They're gonna be some nigga that's in her DMs that she gonna be really wanting to entertain. And I feel like if Harrison's whack ass, like if he would have applied a little bit more pressure on her, I felt like she would have folded.
I don't think she would because, like you said, I feel like Nicole is well aware of that America's watching, America votes. So if she was to flip on Kendall and they just went to the hideaway, right, and go with Harrison, America's not gonna vote for her. She's not gonna win.
They're not winning.
Feel like she genuinely likes Kendall? I kind of feel like it's a safe pick.
I don't feel like what you said is the truth. I feel like, if anything, I feel like she was more attracted to Miguel, but then she knew that he was a fuck boy. So at the end of the day, she wasn't gonna be his pick. The
Mm-mm.
next hot piece of ass that walked in that door, Miguel was gonna get to know, and that's literally what happened.
I feel like I honestly thought Nicole was going to choose Cordell based off of their dates. Because I just felt like she was vibing with him more, and I felt like Kendall was too like he just be so jittery. He's a cornball. Like that's what I felt. But I guess she liked that because she ended up choosing Kendall. I don't think she was ever going to choose Miguel over Kendall simply because I don't think it was any conversation with Miguel. It was more so just like physical attraction. So
Same thing with Daya and Cordell. That's why they would never work, because it was
yeah, I
strictly
mean, I
based
can
off
agree
of
with that for
sexual
sure.
chemistry.
I agree with that for
They
sure
had no
because
conversations
yeah,
whatsoever.
when they were in Casa, I did say the same thing. I was like, she's giving him what he's missing, especially as a viewer watching the show. She knows that. But outside of that, I didn't see them really talking about nothing substantial, honestly, building a connection. She was just
I agree
showing
with that.
like that affection that, hey, I do like you. Hey, let me make you breakfast type shit. Like, you know?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I can agree that they didn't have no chemistry. Yeah, I don't think Nicole was ever gonna choose Miguel though. I just feel like he was fine and something to some nice eye candy. You know what I'm saying? Miguel was trying Miguel ain't got no game though because he just like Aaron. He just looked better. Miguel be
He a
saying the
smooth talker
same
though.
thing to all these. He be saying the same line to all them girls. Every girl is, oh yeah, well I've been wanting to talk to you
It
for a while,
works though.
and
It
boy,
worked. It worked for him.
I mean, it works on them
It
because I'm
worked
pretty sure
for him.
they don't know what he's saying to the other girls. But as a viewer, I'm like, you said the same thing to Liv. You said the same thing to Leah. You said the same.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's a proven strategy that works, why change it?
We already talked about the twist. What's your opinion on Kenny? Kendall likes Nicole more than she
Kenny
likes
is an introvert. Because I'm an introvert too, but I'm more of an introverted extrovert. I'm more 50-50. So when he's super quiet, I understand him. When he first, I knew, like, I feel like he was definitely physically attracted to Janae from jump. Anytime he looked at her, you could tell he was in awe with that beauty. Like the way he looked at her, he just be looking at her. Like, damn, this woman is fine. Like, she all up in my face. Like, I got this woman looking at me. That's how he looks at her. It's like he's putty in her hands. Like, she got him in the palm of her hands anytime she's with him. But that, I felt like we didn't get to know. I feel like we don't get to really see that much of his personality until recently. The little Hearts challenge, I feel like his personality really came out there. I feel like Kenny's a good dude. A lot of people think that he's fake, and they feel like he's
somebody said I can't figure Kenny's intentions out.
Playing with her. Everybody saying he feel it.
Maybe we can just be paranoid because how Janae's connections have been working out.
Yeah. And
maybe
I feel
we're
like
just
that's where
paranoid.
a lot of it's coming. Yeah, people can't figure it because he's a hard shell. He's a hard one to read because he doesn't really show that much because he's so introverted. So you don't really know what to really go off of.
I love Kenny and Janae together. In the moment when he brought Kat into the villa, he was about to cry because Janae had that nice little classy, just like, I'm gonna make you cry, and I ain't even gonna do too much. So who's your stronger connection? So why did you bring her here? Like, I don't know.
Some people felt them tears was fake, but to me, I genuinely felt like them tears was real. He realized that I'm about to lose a bad bitch.
Especially because she was like, do your thing. Go, you brought her here. I want you to test your connection. Give me a hug.
It's all. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, you mute yourself. Yeah, I can't hear a word you're saying. You muted. I can't hear you. Now I can hear you.
That was weird. Okay.
You was muted.
and it wasn't unmuting. But basically, she was like, "Give me a hug, and I'll see you later." And the moment that was it, he just broke down crying. He was like, didn't want to be on camera.
He was torn up.
Bro,
He was
I believe
when
that.
Leah and Serena went down there, when he really was crying. I was like, he know he done fucked up.
You like them separately, not as a couple? Why? I love them as a couple. I love them together.
And it's funny too, because Janae and her, if you go back and watch her her like confessional interview before she came in the show, she said she wanted an introvert.
Yep.
A man that's just gonna obey. He is literally that.
Yep.
He is literally that.
That's what I said in my reviews. I said, unfortunately, I was like, the black men aren't going to work out with Janae, not with her preferred type. She's going to need a white boy or a Spanish boy.
And she said she wanted a Dominican. I think she said a Hispanic. She said that too.
That's one of those weird. That's one of those weird things that Janae be saying. It'd be like, I always thought that I was gonna have kids with someone who is Spanish.
It's weird,
I'm like, girl,
that's her preference. That's her preference. She got what she wanted. She literally got what she wanted.
Let's talk about how Janae is like. That is a lady.
She know it too.
Period.
That heart challenge, the challenge that just happened.
Yes.
Do you feel like that was rigged? Because I feel like that was so rigged. How did hers the most? Everybody at home's heart rate went up, and you mean to tell me nobody's heart rate went up whenever she was up there clapping that ass in their face and bouncing it on them, sucking on their fingers? She licked him from the. I'm like, what? I'm like, how?
Who did they say? Who did they say that Kenny's heart rate was highest for?
Kaylor. Of all people, Kaylor.
And we got to take into account though. Kaylor came out first, so that's like anticipation too. So yeah,
that's what everybody said. So I guess I get that, but I felt like it was so rigged.
Just like with Miguel, I believe him when he said, "Oh, I thought it was over," so I was already nervous, and then when she came out and put the thing on me,
look,
keep testing them Apple Watches. How did Kaylor make more hearts raise? And not Janae. I feel like I can't even remember. Did I write down? I know Janae was my favorite. Who else did a good job to me?
Too. Serena.
I think Serena was the other person. Now Leah had some good zingers. She did have some good zingers. It worked for her costume.
You want to know who was the most underwhelming though? Who I expected so much more from? Nicole.
You expected more from her? I didn't expect more from her.
Yeah.
I expected more from Daniela because she was single. So.
I mean, she did what I thought she would do. I knew she was gonna get up there and move like a side piece, and that's what she did. But hers was the one I did not remember. I forgot.
Yeah,
Kaylor's was like watching a kid. I feel like I shouldn't have watched it. Serena went up there and did her thing. She gave Cordell a little taste of what he could get. Was popping in the splits in his mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah. She did do her thing. She did do her thing for sure.
Did her shit.
She did her thing.
Who else? Sierra did good too. Sierra's fine.
No, that's who my other favorite was. I was rocking with Sierra. Sierra, as a petite girl like me, I was just seeing it. I was like, you showing out. You showing out for the itty bitties, bitch. You showing out. Sierra, Serena, and Janae definitely did their thing. Showing out for the itty bitties. Period.
And they are the three black girls.
That's true.
The black girls always turn it out. You got to watch Love Island Games. Imani, she did this challenge too. Hers was fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch season 1
Janae came
before season 2 come back on. No, remember when I told you I couldn't get into Love Island? It was Love Island Games because I went on my Peacock and episode 1 was like halfway finished. That shit was so boring to me. But then again, they were still just introducing each other.
Love Island Games are so you got to keep.
They were still introducing each other, and I was like, no, thanks.
You got to keep. No, I'm telling you, you got to watch Love Island Games. That is a good show. That's because we know they're gonna get a season 2. That's what they've been promoting in the commercials. I'm telling you, you gotta watch the rest of the season. It picks up steam towards the end.
Okay,
y'all tell her. It gets so good towards the end. I'm telling you.
So everybody's saying, not everybody, but a lot of people are saying that Ciara should have came in as a bombshell before Casa. What you think?
I think so too. I feel like she would have made a bigger splash if she would have been earlier.
Who do y'all think she would have chosen? Y'all think she still would have went for Miguel?
I do, because I felt like they had good conversation over there in Casa Amor, and I feel like they looked good together.
I do want to know why. Well, we already talked about this. Never mind. Why all the bombshells were white girls, Latin girls?
Yeah, they did pick up, because we didn't get any black bombshells. Black girl bombshells.
Just at the Casa house.
Because Imani, you got to watch Imani. Imani was a bombshell. When I tell you,
put on Cordell.
I'm about to show you Imani.
She was doing it on his face. They had to pan away. That's how you know she was doing that thing.
Yeah, right.
The camera had to say.
This is the bombshell that came in last season.
Okay, period. Hair is laid. Bust down.
She came in there. But
hey, my ladies in the chat, do y'all think Janae's hair is a unit or a sew-in? I've been trying to figure it out, and I really just want one, whatever it is, because she's always laying the lace, but I can't decide. Like, is it a closure? Is it a unit? Is it a sew-in? Whatever it is, I'm surprised it's lasting 6 weeks. They said a unit, but she kept it on. You think it's sewed down? Because she don't take it off. That's why I'm like, she don't take it off. Y'all think it's sewed down? He pushed it back. What? I missed that. It's not a Sheen, baby. I don't think Sheen would have lasted that long. I was just surprised that the wig is lasting 6 weeks. So I know it's some good quality hair, but she never takes it off. So I'm thinking that it was sewed down or something. And she just, reapply her, her little lace.
All right, we got anybody else?
Oh, it shifted after the hideaway. Okay, period. That's how you know they were doing that thing.
And they both came out and they said they didn't go all the way, but it's clear they was pleasing each other, and they both were pleased with what was happening. So that is a very important thing, and it's good that they low-key test drove, because if that's good, hopefully the dude is just as good. If you can get the pleasing done, then they should be all right.
Did they? Yeah, because this was recent. And after the hideaway, I don't know. I feel who do y'all think did the best out of the dudes in the heart rate challenge? Because Kenny was showing a little movement. I said, okay.
Miguel took them down. Like, Miguel killed all of them. That was Miguel's like I said, that was the whole time to shine. This was his prime. This was his moment, and he took it. When he flipped Serena up and had her in the 69 position, I was like,
yeah, she said she flipped her around like a helicopter. I said, oh, he probably have a pain.
Showing out.
But they said Cordell got the most heart rates running.
Cordell's was good though. Cordell had me dying with the list.
Yeah, it was the list for me. I should have been cackling the whole time.
Cordell's was hilarious. His was fucking hilarious.
I think it's because of Mother Nature. I don't think it's because they didn't want to, in my opinion. Oh,
you want to answer this question?
I'm kind of old, but in my personal, I thought it was like finger food.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. You know what I'm doing with this.
Other with their fingers.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. About. Finger foods, and it's kind of like foreplay, so like an appetizer, some slight work. I see her lay it down, but you can also lay down I know I had I had a closure sew-in, and I had to eventually I had to start laying my lace down when it got older. So that's why I was like, I don't know if it's I don't know, I'm trying to get my hair done. I'm trying to figure out if I want a wig, sew down wig, if I want a sew-in. I'm deciding. I don't know what I want. It was the list. I think Miguel, but it's probably Miguel because he's the only one I'm physically attracted to in the villa. So Cordell may be young, but I can tell he gets down. Serena need them 30 minutes. What 30 minutes?
Hold on, which one are you reading?
The last one you just
the
put
one
on
I
there.
just put up there. Cordell may be young, but I can tell he gets down. Serena need 30 minutes. Need them 30 minutes.
Oh, I think like when they were like, how long does
they gonna be
foreplay last or something, bro? Them questions was I got all of those questions right, by the way. I don't know what they were. Yeah.
Basically,
one person should have stood behind Cassidy at the elimination. Oh, good.
How did you feel about that?
I knew that they wasn't going to because she was new. You're not a part of the club. Like, we like you, but when it come down to it. And then I feel like even if one person would have stood behind her because of I don't know why she gotta say it. Like, I would have expected nothing different, basically.
Me either. That's why I was like,
but she thought Leah would, but Leah's like, girl, I'm literally wearing Liv's dress right now. Like, what that look like?
Which is why you need to watch Love Island Games, because Imani, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. They was playing this game, and Imani was wearing this girl Courtney's clothes, and Imani was literally targeting Courtney to get eliminated from the game that they was playing while wearing her clothes. And then Courtney decides to chuck a pie in her face. She threw that shit so hard at Imani, and Imani wiped that pie off and flicked that shit in her face and got it all on her clothes. And then she was like, "You're literally fucking me over in my clothes." Imani said, right. I don't care. Do what you got to do. Like, pie me, get it all on your clothes. I don't give a fuck. Like, they was giving it to
like
you. You got to watch it.
On RuPaul's Drag Race, I don't know if y'all watch, but on RuPaul Drag Race All-Star Season 2, literally somebody saved somebody from elimination because I can't send this one person home, Alaska, because I'm literally wearing her top right now. Like, if you let people borrow your clothes, you will stay in the game longer.
It was some savage shit, man.
Live games that I want to see that they haven't played yet. Oh, that's for y'all, because I don't know this show.
I don't know. The games, I don't really care about. I just love the movie night. I feel like movie night should have been extended a little bit more because I feel like I
want to get through all the categories.
Enough of what needed to have been shown.
They didn't even get through all the categories. I wanted them to get through all the categories. So movie night is a thing every season?
It was a thing every season for the UK. I feel like they just recently brought it to the US last season. Last season was messy too, and the shit that happened in movie night needed to be shown there too. So
you know
movie
what?
night definitely could have been better.
I really don't feel sorry for the boys at all, because if you know, even if you watched last season, then, and I know Aaron has seen UK, you know that this is going to be shown later on in the show. So,
which is why it's like, why are you not owning up to it? Like, own up to what happened. So whenever it happens, that's why Cordell and Serena wasn't really shocked by everything that was going on because they already addressed it. So
right, it's just different now seeing
with
it.
Taylor, he was lying to her, leaving certain parts out of the story.
Yeah. He was lying. He did lie, leave certain stuff out. But I ain't even I don't know why Kayla got mad at Daniela. She was like, "Well, you can't be forgetting things like that, girl. I don't remember every single conversation we had. Like,
and she don't owe you the loyalty. You're not laying down with her. You need to.
Hold on, Grant. Hold on, Grant. Now the Casa girls don't owe them no loyalty.
I never said they owe them loyalty.
Well, you said, the Villa girls had the right to treat them wrong and whoop-de-whoop.
They did.
But why?
Well, they had the right to not. They had the right to not show them. No, they had the right. I said they had the right to not be okay with them walking in with their dudes. Like, why would they be happy? Like I said, they weren't mad at the girl. They never.
Obviously not be happy.
They had their energy at their men, and they weren't talking to the girls because they were so mad at their men. And the Casa girls were mad because they weren't coming over there talking to them, which is why they were calling them mean. Because they weren't showing them attention. Why the fuck would they go over there and talk to you when you took them in?
Oh my
That's what I was saying. But yeah, the Casa girls, they did what they were supposed to do. That's what y'all were brought in here for. Y'all were brought into Casa more to tempt the men.
That's true.
What your purpose is.
That's
So yeah,
true.
and then Daniela don't owe her no loyalty, even though Daniela could have been truthful. But the thing is that I didn't like about Daniela, she was trying to act so tough until it came down to sit down with Kayla. And then whenever Kayla would ask her questions, she claimed, "Oh, well, I was just like my brain couldn't work." But you was talking so greasy then. If you really talking so tough then, when it's time for confrontation, you need to be as tough as you are out here. Whenever it's time for
Okay, say that for y'all
confrontation,
girl Leah too. Mm-hmm.
Leah don't fold when it comes to confrontation. You
Girl,
see how
by
she
the
did.
boy, by the moment she's confronted, she started crying. I don't want to hear that.
No, she
Somebody
don't. She
said
start
that Rob.
hollering. She
I'm gonna
start
send you
giving
that.
it back to her. That's why you don't
I'm
like her.
about to go through these episodes and screen record every time Leah is confronted where she busts out crying. I'm gonna send it to you.
Maybe
Don't
after the
don't be
fact, but she
surprised.
still will cuss you out.
Mm.
Daniela didn't have none of that energy that she had outside in front of Kayla's face. Leah might end up
Maybe
crying, but
because
Leah
the
will give
baby
you
girl
that
was crying
energy.
the whole time. Who knows? She probably had a
You
soft
gonna sit
heart.
here and tell me that Leah is scared of confrontation when Leah literally cusses people out and tell them to shut the fuck up?
Leah
That's not
starts
somebody that's scared of
crying though
confrontation.
every time she's being
After the
called out
fact,
for being wrong. No, she started crying on the couch when Liv and Kayla was over there and Rob, like, I didn't do that.
after
And
the
then
fact.
and it don't matter. Why are you crying? You're wrong. It don't matter. Why are you
No, you
crying?
you missing my point. I ain't saying that she don't cry. I'm saying that whenever you said she's scared of confrontation, she's not scared of confrontation. Because if she was scared of confrontation, she would never go and argue with these people. She wouldn't cuss them out. She might cry after the fact, but she still
No,
addresses the
why? Stop
confrontation head
crying.
on.
Stop
She gonna say
crying.
what she gonna say.
Stop crying.
Daniela is not one for
Playing victim.
confrontation.
That's
Daniela
why I
likes
didn't
to
like that
talk
white
it,
woman
but when
victim.
she's addressed, she forgets everything. She don't know what she's saying.
Playing victim. She always crying. She could cuss you out, whoop de whoop, but you still crying. Stop crying. Now you trying to make yourself the victim. Ooh, boo hoo me. Everybody's so mean to me. Girl, shut up. You can't be a bully and cry too. You can't. You can't be hard and then turn around and cry the next second. No. Oh yeah, let's get into that. Who we think gonna win? I tell you who I know, who I want to win.
I can give you the order too.
Oh, I don't know how the finales work. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a top four. It's gonna be a top four. If they allow this, because I can't stand how they be letting people telling America to vote and then having the Islanders choose. So if they allow the vote to speak for itself, how many couples we got left? We got Cordell and Serena, Janae and Kenny, Leah and Miguel, Rob and Cassie, Nicole and bitch ass, and then Kayla and Aaron. So only one couple's going tomorrow. So if they let the vote go for what it is, I feel like Aaron and Kayla are gonna be up out of here. And then if we get a top five, I feel like fifth place is going to be Rob and Cassie.
It's more than 5 couples left. Jesus.
6. It'll be Rob and Cassie in fifth. I feel like fourth place is going to be Nicole and Kendall. Now this is where it's going to get tough because Leah got a lot of fans, but Janae also has a lot of fans.
Y'all think Leah and Miguel are going to win as a couple? No.
I think it's down. I think the winners is going to be. I feel like the winners going to be Cordell and Serena. I don't feel like there's going to be any other couple that's going to win. I feel like Janae and Leah are going to be intertwined in between second and third. I would love for it to be Cordell and Serena and Janae and Kenny as the top 2 couples. That's what I want. Either way, I would be happy. I want Cordell and Serena to win, but if Janae and Kenny won, I'd be okay with that too. As long as those 2 are my top 2, I don't care what else happens. To be completely honest.
You really don't, and take your bias out of it. You really don't think America sees it for Kendall and Nicole?
They don't have as big of a fan base, and you got to keep in mind too. Odell Beckham, all he got to do is post on his Instagram, and the people that really fuck with him the way they fuck with him is gonna blow them damn things up. It's called nepotism. We can't get mad at black people having nepotism because we don't normally benefit from it like that. Besides sports, so why not use it? Shit.
You know what? I would not be surprised if Serena and Cordell win, even though you know how I feel about their journey. it has been an authentic journey. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they won. Somebody said, "Come on, Black nepotism."
Like come on now. We love nepotism. I was talking about that earlier, like the whole Bronny and LeBron James stuff. Like Gilbert Arenas on his podcast, they was going in. But
M says Casa really hurt Kendall's reputation.
It stamped it, but I knew who Kendall was before Casa more. It just highlighted it even more.
Yeah, he's just a lame-o.
We not clashing. We just having a good debate. We can have a debate and still be cool. Like we grown. We have a difference of opinion.
I just really don't see it for her at all. I just don't.
We have our own opinions. That's the good thing. But I love debate. Debate classes. I forget what class it was. I think it might be my sophomore year of college. I had a social. What class was it? I think it was sociology. We was debating. This was during 2016 election, and we was debating. And my teacher was like, "Whoever wins the debate ends up getting like extra credit points in the final exam." I beat everybody in that class. I can argue you down on my points, whether it's wrong. And that's the thing. She gave us certain topics,
right?
And certain people. I didn't agree with certain policies and stuff, but I read their policies and found a way to argue their point, even though I didn't.
That's
agree.
How you win.
But yeah, I will argue my point down, even if you don't agree. You're gonna get my perspective.
Modi said they said let your friends and family know to vote.
Come on, Odell, it's his family.
Didn't one of the Islanders first season have a big following but didn't win?
Which one are you reading? I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I Am Queen Tori.
Okay, I see it right here.
And they say Leah has a lot of bot followers. I don't care how many people.
I saw that too.
Even if I was a Leah fan, do y'all really think Leah and Miguel deserve to win? Like that's my thing. Like, let's not do the here. Even if you a fan of somebody, you gotta be like realistic at the same time. Like, let me at least still be fair.
And they with each other by default. Like, they're literally with each other because they really don't have anybody else to really choose from. That's why they're together.
El Michelle said, I can see the black vote getting split and Leah end up taking it all.
And that's a valid point.
Do you think Leah would take it? Oh, well, yeah, I guess. I was about to say, what about Nicole?
Sometimes that happens where they split. That's what happened with the Love Island UK. You didn't watch it, but last season they had two black girls. What's her name? Ella and Whitney. They were in the finals, and they had two different because both of them honestly could have won. They were like both projected as favorites to win, but they had the same fan bases and they both split their votes. They were voting for one couple. And I think Ella and Tyreek came third, and then Whitney and her dude came second. And they lost to the couple that made no sense to win. And it was crazy. So I'm scared that could possibly happen.
Yeah, they saying that makes us nervous. That makes us nervous. So black people, who are we voting for? If we gotta push one to the top.
The one with more full black. Because we got two black.
Oh no, you didn't go there.
Because look, we're gonna keep it real. You asking the black, so we gotta stick with the full black.
I guess that was a crazy question in the ask.
Even though I would be okay. I'm telling you, I would be okay with Janae and Kenny winning. But then again, here's another thing that you don't know. The couple that wins, there's gonna be one couple. There's gonna be one person in the couple that gets, I guess, the most votes, and they get to choose who either to split the money with their couple or to take the money.
Oh, that's how it happens?
That's gonna be interesting too. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting too.
I don't think
that's a better question.
People would do that. I feel like, Aaron,
Miguel would take it from Leah. Aaron would definitely take it from Taylor.
Aaron would have taken the money. He messed up, bro. Aaron, you messed up in Casa, bro. You lost America's vote. America, not the UK, buddy.
He would have snatched that. He would have snatched
America
that
is
money
not
from
the
Taylor.
UK, buddy. He would have snatched that
She
money
would have
from her.
snatched it.
I
And
did not
Kayla
know
would have
that that was
had.
the
She would have
option.
drowned. Kayla would have drowned everybody on that damn villa with them tears.
Oh,
Like I'm telling you, she would have been
wow.
crying a damn faucet. Like it's
Oh,
crazy.
you know what? Now that I know that's how the finale goes, Aaron was never here for love.
I tried to tell you.
I didn't
tried
know.
to
You were
tell
trying to
you.
tell me without all the information.
I tried to tell you.
Whoa.
I told you that man wasn't there for that. He was there for the prize.
Oh, wow. That's
And
crazy.
Kayla and Aaron on paper are literally the couple that typically win shows. With Love Island USA, there's always a black person that wins.
Oh,
Love Island
really?
USA is good when it comes to, yeah, but we had the one black on black couple that we had was season 2. A scam. It was the dark skinned girl, Justine. She was with this light skinned mixed boy named Caleb. He had a girl back at home the whole time, won the money, and went back to his girl back at home.
Dang.
And left Justine.
Oh my God. I'm splitting between.
And she won. She won. I think if I remember correctly, she had the choice to split the money. She split the money with him, where she should have took that money.
Right.
And ran.
That is so crazy. This game is dirty. This is why Aaron is on here, because on UK, I tell you, he dragged that girl to the very end because she had a crush on him, and he played in her face and took the money because he was the only traitor left. Wow. Got her to vote out the other person. Oh, wow. This is Aaron's game. Aaron, you messed up in Casa, bro. You messed up. You could have been 2 for 2.
These two right here, look, Justine and Kay, you gotta watch season 2. Justine
I'm
and
gonna watch
Caleb
season 2.
have scarred a lot of people when it comes to the black women dealing with biracial men.
Yeah, y'all better watch out for biracial. I don't care what happens after the show, to be honest. Thankfully, Justine won Love Island Games.
Yeah, she won.
But now y'all done spoiled it for me, but I guess I can see her journey.
Damn.
Yeah, y'all right.
Well, yeah.
If it's a good season, I'm gonna watch it regardless. I want Janae and Liz.
Janae, but you gotta be single. So hopefully this works out for Janae.
I don't think Janae's gonna. I feel like Serena will be on Love Games. Serena's gonna be on Love Games.
Not you speaking that into.
One, I don't think they're gonna last. But she's an athlete too. I didn't even know that. But the moment they said track, I said, I see it in them legs. I see it in them legs.
You knew I was.
Yeah, I knew you did. I said he folded. It's a wrap. She's an athlete.
Nothing more attractive than a woman that is an athlete.
And it's so funny because like when she did the little pom poms, I said, she's giving cheerleader. I could see cheer. And then
I said that too.
I said, Serena not coming back after this. Serena gonna come. Serena will do Love Island. I don't think she would do any other type of game. Do you think any other cast on Love Island this season would do any other reality show, or do you think they should do any other reality show?
I feel like a lot of this cast will get called for shows. You don't want to hear it, but Leah will get called for shows.
I would never watch it.
Will get called for shows. Aaron will get called for shows. Rob will get called for shows. Janae will get called for shows. Serena will get called for shows.
Okay, baby. But what do you think they should go on?
I don't know, but I know they will get called for shows.
You don't know what
the challenge will call them.
Why would the challenge call them? These people don't give athletic outside of Serena.
They pick people. It don't matter though. They don't choose people.
The challenge is like an athletic show. What?
But they choose you based off of drama though. Yes, an athletic show, but again, it's still a reality show. They want to choose personalities that people want to watch, regardless if it's for like athletes or whatever. But
that should be looking hard. Hell no. Janae will never do Traitors. And Traitors do as celebrities. Well, I guess she is kind of a celebrity now, but Janae would.
They are too good for TV.
I don't see her on that.
Who would like for Traitors?
Be Ashley. Below deck because he a deckhand. I want Cordell for the circle. I can see Leah on being on Perfect Match. Unfortunately.
People on the challenge.
I could see Janae probably doing Perfect Match as well. I can see Aaron doing The Circle.
This is a good question. Who do y'all think has a boyfriend or girlfriend at home?
Ooh, Aaron.
Aaron's boyfriend is in the villa.
Oh, you childish. Maybe Rob. Maybe that's why he's so closed off. Oh.
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. Who else?
I think that's probably it. Everybody else kind of gives. Miguel. I don't think he got a girlfriend, but he definitely got some hoes that didn't know he was coming on.
He definitely got some hoes back at home. He got a roster. For sure.
A whole roster. He definitely got somebody at home. And Kendall, I doubt Kendall pulling in real life, but
Kendall ain't got no roster.
He might got a little white girl back out here. Who knows?
Shit, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I don't care. If people realize giving Kendall, when Kendall said his body count, what was his body count? Anything over 5, I was like, hell no.
Yeah, and I think the one that had the smallest body count might have been Hakeem. And I think his is like 30 or some shit.
Hakeem wasn't there.
Yeah, he was. Because they was looking at him like he was lying, and then it was revealed to be true. I remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Kendall has no roster, exactly.
Dang, Hakeem, I guess he was like the first bombshell. Okay. Well, second. I guess
Kendall allegedly broke up with his girlfriend right before he left for Fiji.
Interesting.
Look, so it's true. There's multiple people saying it.
So he's like on Love Is Blind, that big dude.
Damn, with the bad skin.
Yeah.
He goes to my gym. I saw him in the gym, like, because they filmed in Charlotte.
Yeah, they showed it.
And old boy, damn, why is his name escaping me? Start with a K. And he followed me on social media too. What's the one that was with the white girl Brittany, who did her so wrong? Why am I Logan? What's Kenneth?
Kenneth, yeah.
With me and Logan.
Yeah, you told me that, yeah.
So yeah, they filmed here in Charlotte, but old boy with the bad skin, I saw him in the gym one day. I said, that's crazy. Trevor.
Did you say so? Did you say so? Of course not.
Fuck no.
Not Trevor's bitch ass. Trevor had us fooled. We thought Trevor was a good guy. We thought he was the good guy. Somebody said, yeah, smallest body count was Kendall. Kendall's girlfriend let him bring that check home. You know what? And that'll go into why people think that Kendall and Nicole like faking it. They probably are faking it just so both of them could take. So maybe Nicole got somebody at home too.
I wouldn't doubt it, but Nicole, if she don't have somebody at home, when she get in them DMs, when she got to get, she gonna find somebody. There's gonna be plenty of niggas up in them DMs.
She was with Cordell. I don't believe that. Only because how hard Cordell was going for Serena in his house.
Yeah,
I would be.
And Cordell is too genuine. I don't see Cordell playing like that. I do not see him playing like that.
Maybe they was messing around, but I don't think like relationship. Trevor lost me at the Notebook. We knew he was fake then,
National Convention on my TV. The Republican National Convention is on my TV. I gotta change it.
My TV is off. We say power around here. I just ring light and all these lights.
We've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. You realize that? And I said I only want to be on here an hour, and we on here 2.5 hours.
We both said that. We was like, an hour.
Damn. We should have been. If you would have been watching, I should have had you watching the show before this, because we could have done this every week. Well, you need to watch Love Island Games.
We'll do Love Island Games.
We can do this every week with that.
Don't trust any man that says his favorite movie is The Notebook. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Y'all have any last questions? Yeah, last questions, final thoughts. We would have to jump Cordell at that point. At that point, hey, yo, I'm in Dallas too. So if we in Dallas, we could all link up and we could just, like, what's up? Yeah. Actually, I probably would not jump Cordell at all.
It really didn't feel like 2 hours.
Cordell.
It did not feel like 2 hours, but it flew by. All right. Well, make sure, like I said, all of y'all that are subscribed to me, if you are not subscribed to Movie Bae, please do that.
And vice versa.
Go to my community page and click on her. Yes, because she's doing recaps, reviews. Hers is segment reviews. She ain't on there every night like me, but hers are
No, I do
reviews
weekly.
on her live. So go watch her. If you are new to me, go ahead and do the same. And we got a lot of content as well. I'm gonna be back for Love Island Games. Movie Bay should be back for Love Island Games,
Yeah.
so we can continue this conversation, these type of conversations with y'all. But yeah, y'all know where to find us. Make sure y'all
Yeah, we are doing Big Brother. Oh well, I don't know, Grant. Are you doing Big Brother or not?
We can do lives. We can do
Okay, I'm
lives.
about to say if Grant does Big Brother, I know he's not doing episodic. I plan on doing episodic. So he gonna watch it though, so we can still come on here and at least talk about it.
Yeah, we can do lives.
Yeah.
You want to do lives like we can do it like on Friday or whatever, because then the full week will be done because they do the Sunday because Thursday is the eviction, so we can do it after that. Yeah.
Sunday, Thursday, and Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. That gap is so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll definitely link back up for Big Brothers. Just note that it'll probably be weekly or bi-weekly, if anything. Y'all should do a Sunday night live.
Sunday night's a big one because we got
we do this other toxic ass show that has
which
no
is why
substance.
this is why this one was so much. This is why this is fun because we ain't talking about fighting. We be talking about fighting every
we do this other show that has no substance on there, man. But we usually get our baddies reviews out early.
Yeah, I'd try to do mine
between 6 and 8. Is 9 too? Yeah, because my 9 is your 10, so that might be too late. Yeah.
Shit, I be wanting to go to bed, but I do be off on Monday, so it could work. But we'll figure it out. We'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll figure
it out. All right,
y'all. We'll figure it out. Let y'all know.
Please do that. Drop your comments down below on the videos. Engagement is perfect. But yeah, we will see y'all soon. Yeah, Love Island, the finale is on Sunday. And y'all stay locked to the channels because we will be here. We could go live. I don't know. We'll see. Because I think that episode is going to be an hour and a half. And I'm going to be tired by the time I finish my recap. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But thank y'all for joining us. Good night. Yes. Definitely good night to all of y'all. And take care. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.